Hey, hey, what's up, man? How's it going, Lord Pop Tart? How's it going? So I have accidentally hit go live in vertical mode. I apologize for that. I sincerely did not mean to do that. I can either cancel the stream right now or we just run it from here. Hey, what's up, Oscar Resendez? We're starting the stream extremely late. You can see it's 3 a.m. in the morning. Normally we start at 1:30. And so we were kind of further along already. I was hanging out with Karis. That's what we were doing. Hanging all the way out. And so I can't say no to that. That's how it is, okay? I'm getting older. I'm like 36. Yeah, we've got, let's see. So, hot Umbreon break. Okay. New consignment slabs. All right. And, pulling hot pokies. Live card. I don't even need to say that. Let's just say live card shop. Live card shop. All right. Hey, what's up, guys? Another vertical stream. So I was not supposed to stream in vertical. However, I hit the go live button and we were still in vertical mode because we had set it up as vertical for daytime. So I can either shut the stream down right now, a minute in, or I can just run it as is. And I'm tempted to just run it as is because I don't want to waste the ping. But you know what? It's a shorter stream anyways tonight. It's 3 a.m. already. We did not start kind of late. We started very late. So this is sort of a messed up stream as it is. And I will have to remember that for next time to look very carefully because it is easy to accidentally start it on vertical. I kind of rushed over here to get it started because I knew how late I was running. How do y'all meet? Mr. Just Stay As It Is. We're still in vertical. We're gonna do horizontal tomorrow. I apologize. I had it set up in vertical and I rushed to start the stream. And when I rushed to do that, I didn't change the setting because I forgot about it. I'm actually not very used to having to change that setting. It's a weird thing. Yeah, oops. All right. Vertical late night Thursday stream. Thursday's not a good day to be late for, but I am late in the end. Cares completely distracted me with her bodacious body. And that's how it is. That's how it is, guys. It's just going to be that way. Comes first. Pokemon cards come second to that. All right. So, Pokemon cards come second to hanging out with Karis. Here we are. I'm going to have to start making titles like opening Pokemon cards while Karis hangs out with her best friend, guy friend. Some gay crap like that. Let's grab this. You were hurting your neck. Yeah, I was hurting my neck. Hope you replenished those electrolytes. New Everdark is out as well. I think you guys will like it. Was that the dog, the fire dog, whatever his name is? So I played that guy 4 times yesterday and lost all 4 times with randoms. But most of all, it was actually failures in the overworld. There's a lot of noobs playing, and I mean a lot. And sometimes they're playing so bad, I just back out. I don't even want to keep going. They play so bad, like they don't want to stay together as a group. Like, are you crazy? Like, just play as a group. So I'll be like, all right, I'm out of here. So I didn't beat him yesterday. Today, Karis and I played 1 match together with 1 third guy. That's kind of it. And then we just beat him on the first try. It was really easy, actually. So your teammates matter. If you had me join, we beat him on our first try. Of course, he's much easier than Libra anyways. So you don't really need my help probably either. He's just much easier. He's got like these dangerous one-shotting moves, but he's just, you know, Tricephalos or whatever his name was. He was always pretty easy. Jose Arredondo 3 Energy Shuffle. Also, I sent a pre-order this morning, but didn't see you complete it. It was for the Kuromi. It's on that stack on your left. I did complete that. Let me tell him that I completed that real fast. I did complete that. Well, he will probably rewatch this, so that will be all right. All right, so we have a gentleman here. His name's Morgan Zach, and he's saying that he is interested in remixing some of my old videos and posting it to my second YouTube channel, which I absolutely love the idea of that. I'd love to have more than one person working on that kind of stuff. Hello, mister. I got a Seal 151 UPC because I want to hold on to one for a long time. That's not a bad move. CS Man, I think that's going to be a popular one with 3 really solid promos in it. A metal card, which is pretty unique. The Mewtwo alt and the Mew alt. I think it's a pretty good hold. All right, Jose Arredondo 3 Energy Shuffles. I'm glad you're here, Mr. CS Man. We had a great time with you the other day. You should have seen the daytime stream. It was a busy daytime stream. I kind of had to tell people to stop ordering because it was the end of the day. All right. I'm Morgan Zach. It's you, Isaac Morgan. What's up, man? All right, so 1, 2, 3. So we have a second YouTube channel, and it's sitting kind of dormant, just Cardconomist Clips channel. And I would love for anyone who wants to get into editing to work on that channel. You can use any of my content. There is only one goal: make the most viral possible content you can, the best content. And if you get any of that content making any kind of views, any kind of subscribers, like if you're having an impact, we can even get you paid at some point. Not right away, probably, because it'll be more like a test run at first. But if you're showing consistent skill and quality and there's results, you know, there's money involved with all that. Being able to pull people's attention, there's a whole economy for that. And so it's not just ad revenue, but just brand building and stuff like that. So if you like editing and you want to use editing as a way to try and become skilled, use that as a career, there's a career path. You can edit not just for me, but for multiple people. If you're very fast, you're very skilled with it. And yeah, it's a very interesting thing. Will you be getting one piece OP13? How much will it cost? Yes, we have ordered a whopping 8 cases of OP13. All from one guy, though, and I'm praying to God that it gets here quickly. But it sounds like people are pretty excited for it, and so we've got 8 cases coming, and I don't have a price, but I should get a price. So we're starting tonight's stream with the Sylveon, a Glaceon, and an Umbreon that have not been priced yet. Are you ready? Let's get these priced. Texas doing away with property tax. Is that right? You know, that was one of the big things Karis and I talked about, was where to move. We were talking about that again. Guess we took a little break from that because it's very stressful. Texas property tax. Texas resolution seeks vote on broader tax limit. I don't see that. Is Texas getting rid of property taxes? If they get rid of property taxes, we might just be moving to Dallas. But I don't see that. I don't know what you're talking about. You'll have to tell me where you read that, because I don't see that. Google doesn't show that at all. All right. Twitter misinfo. Yeah, it might be misinfo, okay? I mean, they have to make money somehow, so they tax something. Ooh, what's this? That's cool. I guess I'll keep an eye on that. Some cool got posted to eBay. Yeah, I check eBay in the middle of the stream. I check eBay all day long for some things that I'm always looking for. Okay, Umbreon Poker. I'm not looking for Umbreon Poker, but not because he's not a good card. He's a fantastic card. The problem is I already have a lot, so I don't need any more. So we can get these sold to you guys. So, by the way, the big news tonight, if you haven't been watching, is this break right here. CS Men, you've never been in one of our breaks before. The breaks are pretty simple. $40. In this case, your odds are 1 in 16. You would pull this Umbreon graded pristine 10 already. So it's kind of like the same idea as opening a booster pack, but you're opening a custom booster pack. You know what you're getting. You know what the odds are. You can't get sniped. No one can snipe you because we don't open them until they're all sold, right? Like the live customs, someone can snipe you. The breaks, no one can snipe you because it's all shuffled. It's very random. So it's good stuff. The breaks really have become one of the biggest things we're known for. We have really cool breaks. Lots of them all the time. So it's looking like Poker Umbreon might be about $320. Let me check sold as well. Umbreon Poker. Let me type in Umbreon playing card. Playing card. All right. So, so if you type in playing card, you get more of them. The cheapest one is $300. They're actually cheaper that way. So maybe some people are starting to call them playing cards. All right. Yes, there is a recent purchase of $250 for that poker card, and then the cheapest buy now is $300. Sounds correct. All right, so let's get this priced up, baby. Here's a rare card. You don't see a lot of Umbreons for sale on the table, but here is one for sale right now. Here's going to be $300. Is that Umbreon thick on the left, or am I crazy? What are you talking about? It looks pretty good. I don't know what you're talking about. It doesn't look that bad at all. I think you might be going a little crazy. All right. Pop-Tart, he said there are 8 cases on the way of OP13. 8 cases from Japan. All right. It's a big deal. We care about that. We care a lot about that. OP13, the vertical economist. I apologize. Tonight's stream is vertical, not on purpose, though. I accidentally began it in vertical. That's because you have to change a setting each time. And I was rushing to get started. I hit the go live button, and what do you know? It was in vertical. So I apologize for that, guys. Really not supposed to have happened. All right. So, by the way, your likes matter in this stream. You guys need to beat the daytime stream in likes to get the giveaway again. You guys got it last time. The likes are going to be measured differently this time. So the likes are going to be measured per capita now. So now we're not just looking at who got the bigger stream. We're looking at who got more likes per capita. So it's a slightly different measurement. It means it's more competitive. You're equal with the daytime stream. They get a 2-hour stream. You get a 3.5-hour stream. Now you're going to be, measured out per capita, meaning that, it's not based on just having the bigger stream. It's based off of how many per people per hour. All right. So the giveaway could go to you guys or to the daytime stream. If you want it to go to you guys, you got to smash that like. So let's go ahead and get this down for 300 with the blue marker, not a black marker. Anthony Kalura's consignment has already turned into a lot of sales. He sent some good stuff. Sometimes consignments are a little bit like just fluffy, junky stuff. Sometimes you get one like this one, and it's very exciting. Look at Anthony Kalura's. Whoa, Andy Man handing out gift memberships. That's nice, man. Wow, he handed out 10 gift memberships. How big of a donation is that? Is that a $50 donation? That's crazy, man. So check this out. Anthony Kalura, he was at like 468 when he started. He's now at $3,343 store credit. That's pretty good. He did that in one stream. Of course, part of the reason for that is because I actually bought some of the slabs myself. And of course, other people bought some of the slabs too. But look, I purchased a couple of these off him. I guess these 4 right here. And as well as the break. So this is the break card right now. It's up to 7 out of 16 in one stream, by the way. So this one's going pretty fast. You might want to jump in there if you don't want to miss it. So these are for future breaks, basically. I said, all right, well, these are all quality breaks, so I'll put them aside. Look at that, beautiful. Looks like you were a hit on the MC Pikachu play. Oh, you were right on the McDonald's Pikachu play. Well, not yet. We don't know yet. McDonald's will have an internal discussion about it, and they will talk. Oh, the phone's kind of low on battery. See, the phone's low on battery because I wasn't anticipating streaming vertical. I really was going to stream horizontal, so I didn't plug it in. That sucks. All right. All right. So, Sylveon and Glaceon, they need prices too, don't they? How is the $50? How is the McDonald's doing? It is. Here we go. If I ever miss writing down someone's donation, tell me, because I don't want to miss a donation. Andy, man, $50. All right. Wow. That's for August so far. You guys are generous people. Okay, very cool. Flip this around. Beautiful Glaceon, man. That looks great. Have you seen the last sold Phantom Forces from Propstein on eBay? Oh, my God. You know I have a sealed case of that, right? That I bought for $8,000. It's technically not sealed because when it arrived, I cut it open myself, personally cut it open to ensure that I wasn't getting, like, tricked. Because my intention was to just sell it off. I wasn't going to keep it as a sealed case. But it was factory sealed when it arrived. I cut it open, and it was real Phantom Forces boxes in there. So then I taped it back up, and I left a note on it, you know, this was really a sealed product. So I couldn't sell it for, like, display, I suppose. But if you want a truly untouched product, it's untouched product. All right. I should have saved a receipt of it. That's what I should have done. But let's see. So Phantom Forces booster box. I think I have one just sealed box of Phantom Forces somewhere floating around as well. Just floating around somewhere. All right, last sold, he said. Last sold Propstein. Propstein's a consigner. He helps sell cards. On August 13th, is that latest? ended recently. Here we go. Ended recently. On August 21st, a Canadian box sold for $10,000. On August 13th, a box sold for $12,700. Wow. So 12,700 times 6. So my case of Phantom Forces went from being an $8,000 purchase to being a $76,000 value. I don't know. I don't know. Should I be drinking with my pinky up when I drink? That's crazy to me. That's just one item. That's crazy. We are. I don't know what to think about that. It's possible I'm a millionaire, guys. I might be a pokey millionaire. I wasn't a couple years ago. I was just more like a normal-ish guy. I wasn't doing bad. You know, my wife's working hard. I'm working hard. We're both working. No babies. I was a successful YouTuber that can make some money sometimes. And but man, so what that means, to understand what that means, I can go take a box of Phantom Forces that I've been sitting on and go sell it for 12K, presumably 12K. And then it's like, you'll wonder, where does TCC come up with all this money? Well, it's because, you know, this box went from, you know, 1,000.2 to $12,000 in like 3 years. That's how. Crazy. That's really crazy. Okay, Glaceon Terra Festival. Let's see what we got. Pinky out with the drinks. I might have to drink my Mountain Dew Code Red with my pinky out. You are? All right. I don't think I would have done that well in the stock market. I think it beats the stock market. It's really crazy. So here we go. We have a nice Glaceon here. Oops. Okay. He's going to be 110. That's the cheapest buy now. Thing is, mister, are you going to sell or hold? You know, there is a temptation to sell and to change our quality of living. So there is a temptation to, even though I know, personally I know, it's a better investment to hold, there is a temptation to take profits and then maybe move to a new home. Karis says she's ready to move. You know, we just haven't decided. You know, we were talking seriously tonight, very seriously, about moving to Hawaii again. There's a Hawaii popped up again. Hawaii, for some reason, Hawaii is calling a little bit. We think we better go there and just see what it's like for like a day or two. We'll schedule that someday. But we would need to be sure that it's not a huge mistake because it's a pretty radical change. Missouri is one of the cheapest states to live in. To go to one of the most expensive states to live in is probably not ideal unless you're very, very wealthy. It is, all right, 208 on the Sylveon. So the Sylveon's more expensive. Cool. You never been to Hawaii? I've never been anywhere, man. Been here in Missouri the whole time, stinking it up. No, I've been to Florida like 20 times, I feel like. Been to Florida too many times. I've been to the beach. I've been to North Carolina Beach one time. Spent a week out there in North Carolina right after we graduated. We drove our car out there. And, yeah, we spent a week in a cheap motel in North Carolina, Wilmington. Really beautiful. We talked about moving there. We said we should move by the water. And then we ended up moving to Lake of the Ozarks, though. And part of that temptation was because then Karis's parents could come over and see her more easily. There we are. So we've been out here farting around in Lake of the Ozarks for a while, and maybe it's time to make a new move. You know, we've been here for, how long have we been here? Like 4 years, 5 years maybe? I think it's coming in on 5 years now. So we're heading toward 5 years. Smash that like button, guys. Sorry for starting so late, everybody. I'm glad you decided to hop over here anyways. Here is Mr. CS Man, 1 Gem 2 Chinese box. All right, so the fun part here, Mr. Kevin, is we're going to go get a fresh case of it, okay? So we need a fresh case. You actually just finished the previous case. All right. Okay, now don't tell Six that we've started a brand new case. If Six found out we opened a new case of Gem 2, she'd have to stop her gooning streak to come over here and open some. Oops, 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 oops. There we go. All right, very nice. Whew. Oh, yeah, those are all Anthony Kalura cards. So, lots of Anthony Kalura cards now. We got this Gym Pack Break. Cool. Jumping that Umbreon, guys. Here is Giovanni. Here's an expensive Voltorb. I feel like he can go over here now. Oh, good. He's listed on eBay at the same time. You ready? Okay, one whole box of this. One whole box. Kind of change the camera a little bit. Hope everyone's doing well tonight. And if you haven't done it yet, take a second to smack that like button. There we go. Mister is going to be opening packs on the plane. Maybe. I've thought about getting out of opening packs and doing exclusively slab breaks and just doing them better and better and better. You know, making them more exciting. And what's cool about that is I think it's totally viable. Although you wouldn't have as special of moments as you do with, you know, the actual boosters like these. However, I don't know if you've ever thought about this. I have never put a lot of effort into the custom packs. Imagine the custom packs came out of actual foil sealed packs and they looked really glitzy and they had mid hits, you know, like, you know, it wasn't just common cards coming out. We could design some pretty spectacular custom packs if I actually put my mind to it. But the reason that this is tempting is because you could have a very small setup that way. You know, sealed booster boxes take up a lot of room in your home. If you were only selling slabs, you just need one tiny room for all the slabs. There's no trash. There's hardly any trash. We are. And again, slabs are very viable. All right. These boxes are completely sold out in China. Hey, how's it going, Alice? Alice, I don't think I recognize you. Do I know you? Have we talked before? Alice Arisen. I feel like I recognize you. We are. All right, here's Eevee. Ooh. Gem 2 sold out. I better look into Gem 2, actually. You're scaring me. Let me go see what Gem 2 is looking like. Gem 2 case. These are sold out. All right, and let me jump over here and see what we were paying for these. Gem 2. Pokemon's pretty wild. Things change all the time. Oh, we paid a lot for these. Wow. We definitely paid a premium on these. Yeah, you know, I bought some of that Surprise 151. Yeah, Surprise 151 as well. I've been in and out for a while. Nice, nice. Well, it's nice to hear you again. How'd you run into the stream? Were you flipping through YouTube Shorts? Oh, there's your hit in the box. It is the EV VMAX. So there you go. This box is probably a cold box. I don't think you're going to get the AR out of here. Ready? You got to be careful because people are going to be watching you and thinking, hey, maybe the next box. So you be careful when you're opening these. Here you are. Welcome back. Audio Instigator. What's up, man? Here's Sylveon. Ooh. Here's, yeah, exactly, sniping time. Click, click. Very nice. Okay. It popped up probably because I'm big into Chinese Pokemon. You like them? I like them too, believe it or not. Have you seen this, Alice? I don't know if you've seen this before. I'm going to show you one of my, probably my best Chinese slab. You ready? I show this off from time to time. There's a black label Latios Chinese. Ooh, pretty neat. All right. So here's, I bought that because I felt strongly that the Chinese market could be pretty exceptional. China's the second most powerful economy in the world. It's not really that far behind the United States. I mean, the per capita income of the people of China might be not as close, but the actual economy of the whole country is pretty close. Here's Umbreon. It's very impressive anyways, because they have really pulled ahead of the rest of the world. That's a heart stopper. Here's Espeon. Ooh. We're seeing these huge numbers come out for Pokemon cards. You know, these record prices are coming out. And it shows you how much money there really is out there in the world. Okay. Here's Jolteon. Money, your sense of money can become very warped with Pokemon cards because it'll be like one little card. Ooh, nice Master Ball Umbreon. One little card will be costing like $20,000, and you're like, what? How can this little piece of cardboard made out of virtually meaningless materials be worth so much. It's not made out of gold. You know, it's not made out of gold. Gold collectors eating their gold right now. They're like, grr. I give up on the Chinese box. No AR from 3 boxes. Dang. You know what's crazy is the next AR is probably very close because they pull pretty consistently. But I don't want you to go buy another one and then pull another cold box and then be angry at me. So do whatever you will do. But yes, the I'll go open a box myself, show you. So let me go ahead and pull this baggie. You're in what's called a fresh case now, CS man. So you can almost do a countdown to the next AR. But yes, the ARs are not every box. They're every couple of boxes. That's how they work. They're every couple of boxes. That's a part of the reason why they're so pricey. Never angry at you. Maybe Black Bolt. Black Bolt. We got Black Bolt in stock right now. Prismatic has been selling very fast. And what's interesting about it is I really like the price right now. I looked it up because I had a gut feeling that Prismatic should be getting more expensive. And it had not yet gotten more expensive. So I like that about Prismatic right now. I think it's in a good place because it's already a little bit older. Like, look, it says Prismatic. The Japanese version is actually from 2024. So that tells you guys how old Prismatic is getting already. And the fact that the price hasn't changed too much means that they did print a lot of it. And so that availability is here now. But what will that look like, you know, by the beginning of 2026? So 2026 hits, what's Prismatic looking like then? Wait, I told somebody that this was sold. Who wanted to buy this? Now I feel bad. It's not sold. It's right here. Somebody wanted to buy this, and I told them it was already sold. It's still here. Oh, my God. I'm so stupid. I think I remember now. Someone inquired about it, like they were going to buy it. Why does the stream look so strange? I usually watch on the TV. I don't know. This it's so strange. Here we are. Oof. Let me have a sip. I should probably not be drinking coffee at 3:19 a.m. in the morning. So, 3-day-old coffee. Healthy for you. Jimmy Cabrero, can I get a pack of 151 Booster Japanese and ship my bag? You got it, man. So, the 151, where's that stored? Do we need a fresh box of it? It looks like we probably need a fresh box of it. Is that it? It's looking like it. Oh, my neck. Oh, that hurts so bad. I think that was Alicia Brown. Wait, Alice Arizin. Are you Alicia Brown? You're not Alicia Brown. No, Alicia Brown is Alicia Brown. Alice Arizin is someone else. I like the name Alice. It's a very pretty name. All right, so here we are. Oh, wonderful. I can't believe I own a case of Phantom Forces that might be worth like $76,000 by itself. Like, what the hell? That's insanity. He ordered one whole box of 151. Okay, let's get these snipped really fast. How do you buy? Hey, what's up, Pokemon? It's Pokemon. You want to hit the 3 dots in the upper right-hand corner and open the description. It's all in the description, okay? Can't see the menu. It's up in the description, which is the upper right-hand corner of the screen, where it'll be 3 dots, okay? One of these. It's Madu World. What's up, man? All right. Look at that 151. Ooh. Who's feeling extra sad tonight? Is anyone feeling sad? Who's the saddest person tonight? We are. All right. Toss that over there. Ooh, we got Moltres and Gengar. Look at that Gengar. So nice. We'll toss this over here. Mr. Jimmy. Pulling a Gengar. That you can't feel sad after that. So, Jimmy. Well, this box is empty. All right. Who's having the toughest time these days? Anybody? Nobody? Everyone's happy. Okay. Wow, we got a happy audience. I am, because you're streaming vertically. Jokes. There. All right. Very nice. The stream got skinny. We're going to stream horizontal tomorrow. My bad. I didn't mean to stream vertical for the nighttime. I actually said I was going to do horizontal. And when I hit go live, I forgot the settings were still on vertical. So it began the stream in vertical, and I was scared to reset it because it will do like a double ping. I don't want that. I am always sad. I'm not happy ever. All right, tell us the reason why you feel sad, Mr. Troy. You said it first. Go ahead and print. Okay, we're gonna print again. Maybe it'll work this time. We are currently verifying up-to-date rates. Oh my god, dude. I feel like my best friend and I are becoming distant. Ooh, that's tough. That is tough. We are. Let's see what we got here. Nice little Entei. All right. You know, I kind of had that happen myself. It wasn't something he or I did. It's just that he moved to South Carolina a long time ago. And so there's really been no way to hang out. And I'm sure he's probably just made new friends out there. I haven't really made new friends at my job because, well, other than you guys, I should say, you guys are great. But I mean like face-to-face friends. That's what I mean. And so, you know, it's sad. I wish I could hang out with them again. I do miss talking with them. All right. I have a bad job, bad roommates, and I don't have the amount of money I wish to have. Oh, yeah, and I have not found the right girl. All right, so he's the saddest one. I'm going to go ahead. Since you are feeling sad, I'm going to put you on the giveaway list. How about that? Thanks, man. All right. Troy's going on. All right. I'll put you on too, Isaac. Isaac said he felt he was growing distant with a good friend. Some free giveaway spots tonight. Isaac Morgan. Okay. So now I haven't officially given you anything, but you've got a shot at a thing, okay? So we'll see how it turns out. Sometimes you get luck, sometimes you do not get luck. Somebody's got to get a free slab. Okay. Can you tell me happy birthday, please? Happy birthday! Yay! Happy birthday to you. My cousin passed 2 weeks ago. Your cousin passed. Tell us why your cousin passed away. What was the cause of passing away? Was it car accident? Was it... I don't know how old you are. Was it overdose? Was it bad? Give us the news. We are. By the way, that's terrible. I'm very sorry. Here's Mr. Emmanuel Valencia. Spot on pristine Umbreon. Ooh, Valencia. Here you go, Mr. Emmanuel. I lost both my grandparents on my mom's side when I was 11 and 8. So I remember losing those I haven't lost any family members since then, but I remember it was pretty sad. Okay, pristine Umbreon. They weren't even that old. They were kind of young themselves. You know, and the average lifespan's around 75. They passed like in their early 60s. So they didn't live that long. His lungs got wrecked during COVID and got COPD. COPD. I don't know what that one means. Let me look up COPD. Oh, I see. Okay. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm going to toss you on here too, okay, Mr. Audio Instigator? I'm sorry to hear about that. Yeah, life's, got to celebrate it while you're alive. Got to have a good time while you're alive, guys, okay? Very good. Your cousin's in heaven cheering you on for your Pokemon card. All right, next up we got, let's see. It's just a Pokemon card, you know. It's just a bit of fun. Kevin, so CS Min says 2 Prismatic Evolutions and shipping. Hell yeah, dude. All right, Prismatic. He was 55. Oh, I see. Yeah, you get into the older ages and it's time to start worrying about being healthy. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm 36. And I'm like, now, wait a second. I better be healthy by the time I hit 40. You know, no more cookies, no more being out of shape, no more sedentary lifestyle. I got to lift weights. I got to go get some sunlight. So I'm all about that right now. That's my biggest concern now. I'm not as concerned about, you know, obtaining good Pokemon cards. I'm going to keep doing that, but it's not my biggest concern anymore. My biggest, Hippodon Master Ball. My biggest concern now is staying healthy as I age. That's part of the reason why Hawaii is attractive. Did you know Hawaii is the state with the longest lifespan at 80 years? And they say that's because it promotes a very active lifestyle. And they also say it's because it's very relaxing in Hawaii. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll go be an island boy. Let's see. It's not good feeling walking around with the limp. What? What are you talking about? I'll put you on here for that. Hell yeah, dude. All right. Let's grab this. Mr. Brandon. That's great. All right. Hey, man, you keep working out, okay? The human body is resilient. So anything that's going wrong for you, if you work out, if you get very healthy, you mentioned that you were out of shape. I'm a little out of shape too. So we're both working on that now. We are. And the good news is it doesn't have to be that way anymore. Now you can just steadily stick to a diet plan and lose weight. That's what I'm doing, okay? Today, you know what I had today? So I had, in the morning, I had pistachios and I had granola. And then I didn't have like a lunch. And then I had one very big dinner. I had chicken tikka masala with rice. But that was it. That was the only meal. So I'm probably good. I probably ate, I don't know, probably like 1,800 calories, maybe 2,000. And that's just a little bit below what you should eat. So my goal after the stream is I don't eat anything. So that's it. I go to bed hungry. I'm hungry right now. I go to bed hungry and then I'm good. So, and I just got to keep that going forever. Punchball is a rich friend too. What? Charmander the Flamist. What's your rarest Pokemon card? I am rich. I have first edition box. You want to trade for prismatic? Oh my god. They are. First edition. Punchball is a rich friend too. I buy your rarest card, please. Okay, Mr. CS Man, we got your bags for you. Sounds like you guys need Dr. Zamdookie. Entei is actually my favorite legendary. I've been keeping fruit around for when I'm hungry. Oh man, that's one of the things. I have banned dessert from being in my home, mostly like 99%. If Karis gets something, she has to hide it in her room. I tell her, I don't want to see it. It cannot be in the kitchen. You can have it, but it's got to be in your room, hidden in your closet or something, right? And so I tell her, I don't even want to look at it. But I still get cravings for sweets. So now I eat like mangoes and stuff from time to time. Mangoes, I got grapes in the fridge. They're really nice. If you get fresh grapes, they're extremely good. Fresh grapes. The best time and place to eat grapes is at the grocery store when you steal them by picking. You ever done that? You ever go into the grocery store and you just eat a grape like you're kind of ghetto or something? I love doing that. That's my favorite thing. I guess I'm a little bit of a thief that way. I love going to the grocery store and eating like a free grape or free cherry. You guys ever do that? You are. I'm a monster. I'm terrible. Thief! Report him! All right, there we are. All right, cool. They don't care. Besides, when I eat it, I get really hungry for more and then I buy some. So I never feel guilty about it. They're going to get like $100 from me that day anyways. So they can do with that one grape. But man, that's that free grocery store grape. That's the crispiest grape you ever eat. It's always the freshest, crispiest grape. Ugh, it's amazing. I feel like Mr. takes the stems off the mushrooms and leaves them behind. No, I love mushrooms. And no, I eat the whole mushroom for sure. All right, let's see. That sounds a little gay. I don't like pesticides. No, that's true. Hey, come on. I'm serious. My mom can also make you milkshakes, sir. You're not the other guy. You're some new guy. Charmander the Flamist. Who are you? You'll see how old this channel is. This channel is going to be like a day old. No, it's not a day old. This channel is not a day old. What? Okay, this Charmander the Flamist is a 2-year-old channel. I don't know, dude. I don't know who you are officially. You're obviously not the Punch guy, whatever his name was. Punch Flame. What was his name? I don't remember. All right. You got to wash those grapes and cherries. Nah, dude, I love a dirty cherry. You know what I'm saying? All right. There we go. I am Punchball friend. No, you're not. You're lying to me. Charmander is Punchball's mama. Punchballs, huh? That was his name, Punchballs. Jump into this Umbreon break, guys. I think it's up to 8, not 7. Let me count it. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're up to 8. 8 out of 16. It's halfway done. Can you pull the Victini in the Korean black and white? I don't know. I don't think you can. I actually do not know that. I guess we'll find out over time if we ever pull one. All right, there we go. No, I have multiple Team Rocket packs. I sell you if you like. Oh, it's really him. It's his friend. It's really him. Whoa, this guy's rich. How much money do you have? Remember he left when I asked him, who did your parents vote for? What a stupid question. He's like, yeah, okay, this is no longer fun. I'm out of here. All right, here's Slowpoke. He's feeling slow. All right. So, Mr. Mark Valerian, 2 packs of English, 151. You got him in 151. We did a price check on 151 just the other night, and it's pretty steady. Yeah, 151's pretty steady right now. Okay, we got a little TCC giveaway, by the way, sitting off to the side. You guys can't see it at all, huh? Only the 3 slabs. Ha ha ha, Isaac. Yeah, you're right. I have gazillion dollars. I sell to anyone who's interested. It's really him. It's Punchball's friend, guys. Hey, by the way, if you're new watching this stream tonight, welcome. We've been streaming for 6 years. We're just trying out vertical mode, so you might have ran into us that way. If you're enjoying the stream, consider smashing that subscribe button and following us for more of these streams. We do these all the time. We do like 2 streams a day, actually. We do a lot. All right. Geodude Victory Bell. How about that new Victory Bell Mega Evolution? I looked at it again after the stream. I like it. I think the new Mega Victory Bell is a good design because it really, it adds like a new sort of like perspective to Victory Bell, where he's some sort of like, he's like a purse or something. He's like an old style, like a RuneScape coin purse kind of thing. You know, where you have like a sack of gold coins. Although I'm assuming he's like filled up with poison or something, you know? So it's actually really clever. It's silly, but it's good. Yeah, exactly. It's silly, but it's good. And I think it works because I never really took Victory Bell seriously anyways. So Victory Bell was never a Pokemon that I looked at and I thought, oh, he's tough. Yes, he's filled up with poison. I walked 27,000 steps. What? That's too many steps. Here we are. I walked to my kitchen. Here we are. Karis and I went swimming today. But boy, it's kind of end of August. It's cold now, man. The water is still warm enough that you climb in and you're like, ah. But the air is cold. You know, when you get that sweltering 100-degree summer heat, when you climb out of the lake, you're like still warm. Even though you're wet, you know, you're still warm. Now when you climb out, you go, woo! The wind blows. That 80-degree wind or the 79-degree wind blows and it hits you and you're like, oh, I'm cold! I watched the trailer for, I don't know, it looked like the game might actually be good. What game? Pokemon has an awesome lineup. Did you guys see the Moltres EX Rocket Box? By the way, speaking of Pokemon, I need to buy the new Nintendo Switch to play that. When does ZA come out? Let me see. When does ZA come out? It comes out October? That's not that far away. So is there like a Nintendo bundle I should buy, you think? I need a Nintendo Switch to play because we're going to play it live, obviously. Maybe we'll play it right here on the table. What do you guys think of that? Would you do that? Maybe I should tell Karis that we should do a downstairs streamer setup for something like that. That EX box is depressing once you realize the packs that are in it. Yeah. End of October. Did you guys see the stamped Moltres? I did see the stamped Moltres, yes. I don't like it because it's the actual alt art going into the box, so I don't agree with that. I feel like it cheapens the value of the alternative art Moltres, so now that card is kind of ruined. So I hate that. I hate it when Pokemon does that. They need to leave the chase cards alone, and they need to include brand new ideas for their promos for their specialty products. Stuff like the metal, they could have done like a metal Moltres. That'd have been super cool. Imagine they took like the SR Mewtwo, Rocket's Mewtwo SR, and they made like a metal version of that card. That would have been cool as hell, dude. That'd have been very cool. I'd have liked that a lot. So something like that could have been neat. Another thing they could have done, they could have taken like Arbok and Weezing, and they could have given us a stamped version of those. Those are just regular looking cards in the Pokemon Death Survival set. But if you had given them like a stamp, they would immediately be more collectible that way, and it would make you think Jesse James, right? So that would have been neat too. And then the center card could have been like Metal Mewtwo or something. Who knows? Next up, we got Julio Oliveira, 1-pack Chinese Gem 2 from Store Credit. You got it, man. All right. Show me your rarest Pokemon. Well, I don't know if you can afford it, Charmander the Flamest. I don't think you have enough money. Unless you're rich. We are. The only thing I like about the cards is probably they're going to have a stamp on them for just that set. Yeah. So those stamped cards. But like I said, that will now eclipse. It will lower the value of the standard Moltres. People will be like, why are you collecting that one? You should go collect the stamped one. So I don't like that one bit. All right. Let's see. Ah, here we are. So you got it, man. Now, I think those are $11, right? So then we're just going to say you spent all your store credit and you're all good. What are your thoughts on vendors and people selling PSA 10 ready cards at PSA 10 prices when it's not graded? I understand having a premium on a card because it appears to look so nice. But without the official grade, you just cannot do that. You cannot claim to have the value and the authority of PSA grading, third-party grading. Third party, that means someone else. You can't claim to have the authority on the quality of the card without actually sending it to them. So no, you should never accept a deal like that. Just walk away from it. Tell them they're stupid, because it is stupid. I tell them, go grade it yourself and sell it to me after it's done grading. But if they want a premium on it because it's looking really good, that's fine. It's just that the premium can't be so high that you should just go buy another PSA 10, just go to eBay. Just go to eBay and buy it there. Here you go, Mr. Julio, you pick up Master Ball Leafeon. But you're probably talking about maybe a premium that's so high that it's pretty borderline to the PSA 10 price anyways. Yeah, walk away from that. Call them an idiot. Don't respect it. There's no respect in that. Be like, you're dumb, dude. I'm out of here. Walk away from that deal. It's not a good deal. You don't have to do that, actually. Don't be impolite. If you're going to make a deal with somebody in the future, you want to be nice to them. But if they're just some random vendor that you're never going to meet again, then you can be like, you're an idiot. But don't do that to your friend. Don't do that to a guy you might do business again with in the future. The rule is you always have to be nice. Always smile. Never cause a problem like that. New bag, Julio, new bag. But maybe you could give me, so we got this Umbreon break going, right? And if you had one that looked like it was going to grade 10, and you're asking the PSA 10 price, it's like, buddy, you don't get it. The reason the PSA 10 price is that high is because you sent it to PSA and it's back now. You don't get to skip that part. It's like selling people fake gold or selling people the picture of a diamond. See this picture of a diamond? It could be a diamond if you send it off to the diamond company and they send you a diamond back. Nuh-uh, that's just a picture of it. Get out of here, dummy. So, yeah, that's a very ridiculous notion. And but, yeah, I can see people doing stuff like that. The hobby is very sweaty these days. A lot of people are trying to squeeze every last bit of money out of a card. Maybe I've been guilty of that myself, and sometimes you go too far and you got to dial it back. You can squeeze this little berry, get some berry juice out of here. We are? All right. I'm getting hungry just looking at that. Maybe I've done that, but you don't want to do that. You want to be reasonable. You want to be as reasonable as you can. Here it is. Let's say you got a card and it really was just pulled and everyone saw it get pulled and it looks super, super, super good. You sit down and be like, look, guys, I mean, this is top-notch quality. Make that argument and then ask for more than just the TCG player price, because you'd be like, if you want me to, I'm not going to match TCG player. Why don't you just go buy the one on TCG? If you're the vendor, tell them, hey, if you think this one and the TCG player mint version is as good, then go buy the TCG version. So, you can see the argument from both sides. Let's say you got a card freshly pulled. It's never been tested, never been sent to PSA. You're looking at it front and back. It's looking absolutely immaculate. And then the buyer's like, well, TCG player says that's a $54 card. But when it's PSA 10, it's like a $500 card, right? You'd be like, no. I'm not selling this at the TCG player price. I'm not stupid. Because this will go off to PSA, and there's a very high chance it's going to be 10. So, but that's where you got to negotiate. That's where the negotiation occurs. So I can see it from either side. It's just that they can't officially price it as a PSA 10. It has to be under that amount. So and then if they're getting real close to it, I'd still be like, well, you're crazy, dude. Right, like let's say the PSA price is 500 and they're saying, all right, I'll do 400. Nah, dude, you're nuts. Here's Jonathan Fernandez. Mr. The Umbreon break. Hell yeah, dude. All right, Umbreon break time. Getting too greedy, you know? I only drink vanilla or strawberry. I want a milkshake that tastes like the Magic Man that Heart sings about. Ew, why do you drink sardine and banana milkshakes? That's nasty. Charmander, you're definitely somebody who's been around the stream a little bit because you know about the sardines. It is. I don't think that Punchball's friends knows about the sardines inside joke. So I don't think you are who you claim you are. Who are you for real? There it is. All right, Jonathan Fernandez. I can afford your rarest card. I got plenty of money. My friend can make you a milkshake. What flavor? So there's Jonathan Fernandez. Sorry, but I only want Punchball's mom's milkshakes because he said she makes the best milkshakes, and I believe him. You are. All right. He said very clearly, if you rewind yesterday's nighttime stream, he said his mom's milkshake does bring all the boys to the yard. And I was like, wow. So we got Joshua Whipple with the big order for OP12s. Sealed OP12s? Oh, yeah. All right. Punchball mom's dad will be mad, though. Punchball has two moms, and they're not going to be angry. Trust me. They'll only get angry if you're unimpressive in the Diglett department. All right. The rules are different when you have a big Diglett. You don't understand. So let's go get these OP12s. All right. We are actually running low on OP12. We sold through this. Whew. He's coming back as Manconomist. Well, shucks. Welcome to the Manconomist podcast. Ooh. There we go. That's how you guys show this off in vertical. I got 8 boxes this week. Damn, bro. That's a lot of boxes. All right. There we go. All right. Talk to your doctor if Blue Chews is right for you. Steep. All right. Ooh. This podcast is sponsored by PokeShark Protein. Huh, liberals. All right, snip this, steep. Okay. Subscribe now and follow me on MySpace for a chance to win an AR-15. Get a mango, please. Yeah, we need a mango for sure, man. Ooh. I am kid only, but I am rich. Dang, this kid's rich. It was pretty exciting. It's funny how, like, an annoying kid can be the most entertaining part of a stream. Mom, get the credit card! He's got Pokemon! Mom! Mom, come on!
Now, Jimmy, your father already got you Pokemon.
No, Mom, those are Digimon. They're stupid. I hate them. I'm serious. I can buy your whole set. What? You gotta be so rich. Oh, here we go. Okay, box number 1. You got the mermaid. There we go. Boop. The codes. Codes! You got codes, mister? Hey, you got codes in here? Oops. I'm looking for some free codes. You guys got any free? Hey, I'm from Brazil. I'm from Brazil. You guys got any free codes? There we are. All right. The classic Brazil one. I'm from Brazil. Oh, speaking of Brazil, it sounds like we're gearing up to maybe have some kind of conflict with Venezuela. Did you guys hear about that? A bunch of warships going over there. There we are. The only reason that catches my interest is because, you know, Trump talks a lot about not wanting to give away the element of surprise. So I wonder if there's a chance there's going to be a sudden attack on Venezuela, just kind of, or if it's just more of a show of force. Here we are. All right. Guess we're beefing with them or something. Ooh. How much is that Umbreon worth? That one? 5 shekels. Lewis Dabs. I kissed that. No hollows, please. No hollows it is. Boop. Boop. I come back with a serious offer. I talked with my mom about your milkshake. Hey, man, milkshakes can get you up to 15% off. Okay. All right. Oops. I think Bro has not been around and seen some of the fire you have, Mr. Brother. This man has 2 or 3 cars alone that can buy your house and a car parked in the garage. We are. Ooh. I could buy the nicest house in Mexico with this Charizard. Okay, I'll let her know now about 15% off. That's good. It's good stuff. All right. So, box number 1 is going to be the Merman. Wow. Look at that Merman. He's so handsome. Set that over there. All right. Ooh, box number 2. I love milkshakes. So what exactly is a milkshake? Is it ice cream with milk? I actually have never made a milkshake. Is it just like you put milk and ice cream together and blend? Is that it? It's always called a milkshake. I assume that's what a milkshake is. Oops. Ow. Ooh. God, dude, that muscle in my neck hurts so bad. That shoulder muscle. Yep, says J-Dog. I could go for one right now. Sounds pretty scrumptious. We are. Sounds like it would make you fat. I'm not fat. I'm big boned. I'm actually quite skinny underneath it all. And an egg yolk? Nah, you don't put an egg yolk in a milkshake. My mommy said I'm not that fat. She actually said I'm husky. Doctors in America, they just have the BMI scale is off. I'm all about the body positivity. Blow us a kiss for good luck. Mwah. All right, here goes Joshua Wiggles. You ready? See, we get a code one. Code. Oops. It's Random Facts. What's up, man? How's it going? Appreciate you having you here. All right. You like free ones? You like free giveaways, Mr. Random Facts? Smash that like button because you guys are in a competition with the daytime stream. Right now, they're winning. They got a higher number of likes than you did right now. Milkshakes are the best way to get fat. What would you guys say is the best way to get fat? Wait, I bet AI's got an answer to that. What's the most delicious way to get fat? I bet it's going to say something like butter or something like that. I got to learn how to say butter in French. Okay, it's saying cheesecake. Oh, croissants. Right here it says milkshakes. Ice cream and milkshakes. Fried foods, pizza, chocolate candy. Crazy. All right, well, I know what I'm eating. None of those things. I'm not supposed to eat those. I want your rarest Pokemon card. I got some rare ones. Here's, ooh, look at that. It's been 5 to 6 years of hard collecting. I wonder what it's what has it all reached in terms of cost and value. What do you guys think? Should I sell my whole collection and go buy a big house in Hawaii? I'm gonna sell my entire collection, every piece, every slab, every booster box, and then I'm gonna move my whole setup to Hawaii and just start all over again. I'm gonna have a nice Hawaiian home, just start all over again, start working and maybe buying 1 or 2 of the slabs back. That sounds terrible. I would miss those cards so badly. I think I'd rather just live in a crappy house in the middle of nowhere. I tell my mom about your offer, and now I'm grounded. Can you talk to her? I would love to talk to your mom. We are. Hey, baby. Ooh, look at that. Now I'm grounded. Partner with Dog. Take down bad guys. Dog the Bounty Hunter. I'm partnering with Dog the Bounty Hunter. All right. Hawaii's just a place. I'm going to Hawaii for sure, man. I'm moving to Hawaii. There we go. Maybe we'll run into John out there. How crazy would that be? All right. That's Joshua Whipple, box number 2. Picking up this cool ace with the black background. The black background. Ugh. Okay. Ooh. Hawaii's just a place. Yeah, well, Pokemon's just cardboard. We are. There we go. If you do, I can just drive to you to pick my order up. Oh, that'd be cool. We are. All right. Yeah, there's a couple places we've debated. Dallas, Texas, Tri-Cities, Tennessee. Those rank pretty high. Lake Tahoe, Nevada. And then Hawaii is an option. There we go. Real far away from the mainland. Pricey. It's like a natural barrier in a sense. We think that it's kind of an interesting idea to be in a place that you would have to fly to get to. We are. Do you like Japanese boosters better or English? To be honest, I kind of like Japanese boosters better. Their card quality is so high. The product goes up in price over time just fine. And it's so beautiful and people love to buy it. Never had trouble selling it. We are. English cards. People like English because it's in their native language here in America. But I see so many people opening up English cards that don't grade 10. And they don't forget how bad that feels. That feels so bad. So if English ever prints their cards in a really high quality, maybe it will go back to English. But because of the print quality of English being low and Japanese quality being so high, I think there's a real argument for collecting the Japanese set. You know what we should do, guys? We should just go learn Japanese. Konnichiwa. We are. My mom said you sound handsome. What does that mean? It means she knows I know how to do things with my hands. And that's true. That's not untrue at all. I know how to do something with my hands. Handsome. See? That's what the word means. We are. All right. Very nice. Here's this. And here's this. And haha. Tell your mom that I sell rings for her finger. It's a product I call finger rings. There we are. Ooh, cold. Ho ho, cold. Cold. And ho ho, cold. I pulled a 25th anniversary Japanese Dawn fan, and it got graded. Ruined like that. It got graded with bacon, got a pristine 10. It was 0.5 off from getting the black label. Come on, Beckett, give us that black label. So hard to get the black label, man. The white label, on the other hand. Okay, you ready? All right, very nice. All right, the finger ring joke is an old joke, man. There's the Boobies McGee finger rings. I spent almost 3K in 3 days. Haha, what a way to come back. I spend on the regular about $25,000 per week. About $25,000 a week. We are. All right. And, ooh, lady. Sometimes we'll take a little break from that and it'll go down to like 15,000, but usually it's about 25. Ta-da! Damn. Yeah. Yeah, it was like I was saying, it kind of warps your sense of money at some point. Because it's just Pokemon cards, but there's so much money going back and forth. Ooh, look at that. Ready? There we go. Okay. Some of it's product. Some of it is me buying something nice for myself. I buy stuff for myself. Just a quick question. Do you have an estimated time on the next BGS PSA submission? I'm so excited for the 7 cards to go. There's no estimation. What you can assume is that, you know, we're heading into the new month of September pretty soon. It's August 2022. I tend to get started in the new month. So this is the August month. We're building up some people for the new August month. In fact, the last PSA submission just went out. So we did 2 submissions this month. And when September begins, wake me up. When September begins, we are going to be sending out a new submission for September called the September submission. So in the meantime, we kind of let more people get in there. But I can hear what you're saying. You're saying, oh, I want this to go out soon. So I hear you. The other guy told me that too. We are. We'll try to get it out sooner than usual. We are. I barely got into this hobby a month ago. If I knew what I knew now, I would have kept all my Pokemon cards. Yeah, that's what everyone's saying, man. Everyone's saying that. We are. All right. Whoa. Let's see. All right, good. There's like a card sticking up there. Okay, good. Very nice. I told her about the finger rings. Now I'm in big trouble. What you make me say to her? There we go. All right. Very nice. Ooh. It's just like a Lord of the Rings reference. You wouldn't get it. There we go. The hobbits were like really good friends with each other, you know. All right. They'd lend each other their finger rings. Sam and Frodo in particular. Remember when Sam had the ring for his finger, the finger ring that Sam took from Frodo. Very nice. Very nice. Peak cinema, by the way. We haven't had anything like that in a while. Now I'm grounded. You're grounded. Go to your room. My birthday on the 27th. I want to send out a few more cards with BGS or PSA, but my gosh, it's so expensive. Yeah, it's not cheap to send cards to PSA or BGS. They want all your money. The latest PSA submission is now on its way back. Or the oldest one, I should say. It's on its way back. It's from June. The April one's not complete. And so the June submission is on its way back. And that one cost me $3.5 thousand to pay for it. There we go. The Lord of Middle Fingering. What are those candy rings? I forgot about those. They had the big gem-like sucker on them, sucker pops. I should go look those up. I want one. I'll give one to Karis. Here we are. All right. Very nice. You guys ever had a girl dip a sucker into her cloister? I bet you guys have never had that. Here we go. Ooh, look at this. Ring pop. Oh, yeah, the ring pop. Here we are. Here's a cold one. Here's... Whoa! Normal body-shaped lady. Hi, you like this card because it's just a normal femme girl on here. Cold. 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 Is it worth sending out the McDonald's promo Charizards to be graded, or is it not worth it? I would say don't grade those. Send those immediately to me, and I will give you a non-graded price on them. There we go. Wow. There we go, Joshua. He said something about ring pops, and it struck some memories. That's all. Struck some old memories. All right. Ooh. Old ring pops. Oh. Oh, no mangas though. Damn. Okay, why are those girls showing the big thingies? I suspect that this girl makes better milkshakes than even Punch Guy. What was his name again? Punch something? Punchballs. I bet she makes better milkshakes than Punchball's moms. His 2 moms that he has. There you go. Goonin' time. At least you pulled a nice Bonnie card. I pulled that twice already. All right, Joshua Whipple. Josh, have you beaten the little fiery doggy? You want to play the fiery doggy? Josh played, it was a couple days ago. Josh played some Elden Ring with me after the stream the other night. How cool is that, guys? Let's see, and then we lost. Can't remember. Did we get close? I don't remember if we got close. Here we are. She also goes out at night with different guys for milkshakes. Wow, okay, so she's made a lot of milkshake friends. There you go. That's like that one movie, There Will Be Blood, where he says, I drink your milkshake, I drink it up. Very relatable. That's why the movie's so good. It's like a 10 out of 10 movie. Brilliant. All right. Ooh, there's a card from Anthony Kalura. That's a new Anthony Kalura card there. Oh, iPad's about to turn off. Let's go ahead and plug it in. I drink your milkshake, I drink it up. That's brilliant. These are some really deep movies. Oh, I watched a movie today while we were working. We watched No Country for Old Men. Kind of reminds you that movies are not as fun the second or the third time that you watch them. We watched it and it was just kind of slow. Or just, when you know what's going to happen, it's not as good of a movie. All right, so Mister should play peekaboo with people. I ain't playing peekaboo. Luke Laurie says 2 Halo Upper Deck and 3 Pokey Shuffles. Let's see. 1, 2. Okay. And 3 Pokey Shuffles. That's up here. I feel like I've lost some brain cells while being in this stream. That's a good thing. There we go. So you sell me a rare card now, I buy from you. I don't know if you're rich enough. Can you show me how much money you have? 1, 2, 3. How much money do you have? I'm rich. Okay. Ooh. Let's start tossing that punch balls guy into all of the giveaways. Here's a nice giveaway. Type in TCC to be in this Shining Legends giveaway. There we go. Peekaboo is a game, mister. I know it's a game. You go, peekaboo. I have a big mansion. Also, my mom has plenty of toys, so I know she's rich. Wow, plenty of toys. That's cool. There we go. Very nice. Yeah, when you have 2 moms, they tend to have lots of toys. Lots of toys that are ironically not in the shape of a girl. Ooh, look at this. UNSC Frigate. Ooh, there's your first hit card out of pack number 1, Luke Laurie. What toys are we talking about? We are. Very nice. Let me ask you what kind of toy they have. Let me show you. I'm going to show you an image. Does Punchball's moms have a toy that looks kind of like this? This thing right here. See Thunderous's tail? Do they got one that looks like this? Let me know. I'm very curious. I'm a curious fellow. I always have been. That's why I get the good grades in school. Typically, I always get 69s in class. This, the fresh catfish is so juicy, but who knows what's in the lake? What? I don't think catfish are clean from any lake. Catfish is like the pork of fish. It is. Catfish, they're like bottom feeders. They'll eat anything. Ooh. Oh my goodness. All right, very nice. I'm gonna bet that if Punchball's parents could have seen the stream, they would not suggest that he watches it. They'd have been like, you know what? Let's keep you away from that. Why don't you go watch some Ninja? You go watch that guy play some Fortnite. Is that his name, Ninja? Okay, Louis Laura. Luke Laurie. Here we are, Luke Laurie. Has anybody seen Alex? Yeah, I wonder where Alex is. There we go. All right. Oh, I don't know, just hanging around. Ooh, Jake the Dog. This is a $200 box topper from Weiss Adventure Time. Ooh. There's a toy that's like that Pokemon tail. There's also another one that shakes a lot if I turn on a switch. Oh, like a shake weight. That means your mom likes to work out a lot. That's so cool. So, Mark J. Valerian says, for 2 more, 151 English. All right. Very nice. Very good. Ooh. Let's see. God, man, remember the release of the shake weights? That was so ridiculous, dude. All right. They made it into a South Park episode and everything. It's small when it shakes or vibrations, how you say it. Oh, I see. I see. Very nice. Here's Squirtle, Giovanni, Electrode. Ooh. And yeah, sometimes they sell those vibrators that help you after you're done doing a really tough workout. Does Punchball's moms get really tough workouts? I bet they do a really tough workout in the same room where they'd be like, ugh, like that. You know, they're probably lifting weights or something. Or hugging really hard. That's a great workout. Mr. Mark, gotta work out. It's healthy for you. All right, hand massager for the win. Very nice. What color is the toy? All right. Here's Mr. Toasty Umbreon Break. Sometimes I hear my mom and her friends screaming at night, but I just play my games. You know, sometimes you and your friends have a shouting battle to see who's got the loudest voice. It's just a way to be cool friends. We are? Okay. Say Toasty. The small toy is silver. Oh, okay, so it's not, okay, that's cool. Grabbing this. Oh. Very nice. I've heard of those. I've heard of silver toys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. The toys can be all kinds of colors. That's why I was wondering. There we go. All right. It's a nice massage to the face sometimes. Oh, my God. All right. You guys are getting too dirty. So, next up, we've got... Steven goes, is this bit over? Is it stupid yet? Steven Gonzalez says for Azure Lane. All right. There's a point where the joke's too obvious now. Yeah, and then booty cheeks. Here we are, Azure. Oh, that's not Azure Lane. I don't even open these. Why are these so close? Azure Lane should be close. People open Azure Lane. There we go. What are you guys talking about? Toys. Toys like Toy Story. All right, there we go. They always smell weird. There we go. Oh my God. Does she keep them with her cameras? We are. Here's a hollow. Ooh. You guys are gonna scare Tammy off. There we go. Steven Gonzalez, you guys are just being too crazy. Ow. Ooh. Oh, my neck. Oh. There we go. Totally re-injured my shoulder neck area. It's like between my shoulder and my neck. It's a pulled muscle for sure. So stupid, man. Hurts so friggin' bad. Maybe not Toy Story, but definitely Woody. Weatherman Max says for 1 Simpsons pack. Oh. Oh. For 1 baked beans, please. I have a baked beans. All right. They're just taking cooking lessons. Maybe she burned herself, and that's why she was shouting so loud. All right, here's giving people wedgies is not clever. Bart Simpson, don't have a cow, man. All right, Mick Grennig made a lot of people laugh. Such an adorable infinite. Come back here, you little smartass. No more television for all eternity. Now get in there and clean up that mess. March your butt straight up to bed. You know, I've never seen these episodes. I should watch them someday. Uh-oh. And there's Maggie. Very nice. My mom brings one girl, that friend, and a guy one time in a room. I think they play a game or something. Yeah? Maybe she's having milkshakes with them. It's so good. Weatherman Max. Ugh. There we go. Ugh. What is that? Oh, Pokey. Okay, cool. Weatherman Max pulling Bart Simpson. Yay! Oh, ow. My shoulder hurts so bad. Here's a beautiful Consignment Eevee. Ooh. Oh. Those Magic Final Fantasy collector packs have gotten spendy. Yeah, they have, man. They're pricey. They're playing Elden Ring. Yeah, they just lost to the big boss in Elden Ring after like an hour of preparing. All right, let's see. Love these cards. Seriously, thanks. They're cool, huh? We got a lot of them. Umbreon Break. Use my credit. My credit kata. Okay, let's see. Mr. Zach. Oops. Oh, I knocked that camera over. So we have this. We're going to say this zeroed out. Man, Indian food is so stinky later. You eat it and then you burp it up later and it just tastes so bad. It's yummy when you eat it, but now when you like burp it, it's so yucky if you have like a burp. Now, let's go ahead and grab you this card here. And go get a drink. What is this stream anymore? This stream is all full of life lessons. All right, let's see. This stream is the stream where we separate the boys from the men. That doesn't sound right. What's the term? How does the term go? Time to something the boys from the men? It's like a term that means only the men are going to make it through this round or something like that. The tough guys. All right. I don't remember the term. My muscles are hurting so bad. Okay. There we go. Oops. I did kind of a fun thing today. One of the reasons we went out swimming is there was this actually gigantic tree stuck in the water on our dock. And so I got to swim that out to the middle of the lake. It was huge. You couldn't see how big it was until you got to it and started pushing it around. And then you're like, wait a second, this thing's not a small tree at all. So it was like this whole freaking tree, which clearly had been in the water for a very long time. You could see it like degraded and everything. And it was trapped on our dock. And it was super heavy. You could only move it a little bit at a time. And we pushed it out to the center of the lake. All right. Do you have a boat? We do have a boat. There's a guy who's going to come look at it on Saturday to potentially buy it. So we have a potential buyer on Saturday. He's going to get it for like nothing, dude. He's going to get it for such a good price. All right. Oscar Resendez, Umbreon Break. I have credit also. Sounds good. We are just getting rid of everything. We're getting rid of our little car. We're getting rid of both boats. We already got rid of one of them. We got a little Sea-Doo we're going to get rid of. Getting rid of everything. Then we might sell those 2 homes. And then once the homes are sold, we should have a chunk of cash to buy a new home. All right, Oscar Resendez. Just pop this right in here. Whoa, the Umbreon's very close. Last chance to jump in the Umbreon. Only 4 spots left. Only 4 spots. One thing I really didn't like about swimming in the lake today, the horse flies, man. We get these horse flies in August. It's like a swarm of them. They're so nasty, dude. And they fly like a freaking torpedo in the air. You feel like you're going to get shot by a bullet. They're so loud. And they fly so strongly, the horseflies do, and they're just all over the place. Not in the early part of the summer, but for some reason, they're always here in August for a little while before it gets cold, and it just ruins the experience of going outside. Must be like they're breeding really well amongst the deer population or something. Yeah, the horseflies. They're relentless. If you want to enjoy the lake water, you have to swim really far out away from your dock, and then the flies leave you alone at that point. Those have a big bite. Oh, it's horrendous. Their bite stings so badly. It's like a literal hornet bite or hornet sting. So they're really horrible. And yeah, so we hate them. Karis actually knocked one into the water. We've dealt with them for years. So what we do, we like to swim really far out into the water to get away from them because they don't seem to follow you all the way out. I think it's because they don't like to have nowhere to land, probably. All right. Or maybe they can't smell you if you're really far out there. I don't know how they work. Ace to BGS and 2 more boxes. Ooh, okay. Joshua Whipple's going deep. Very nice. Dragonflies suck. No, dragonflies are good. We like dragonflies. We're talking about horseflies. Horseflies suck. Literally, they bite you like ticks and mosquitoes. Horseflies drink blood. And they're probably eating on the deer out here. I hate the deer, by the way. I don't know if you guys... So if you're out living in the city and you never see a deer... I live out in the countryside. I see deer every freaking day, like herds of them. And they're awful because you have to drive careful so that you don't strike them. We live next to a highway. So if you get on the highway, on occasion, you just see a car crash with the deer. And you're just like, guess it wasn't us this time. You know, like it's going to be us eventually. That's why we bought an SUV, by the way, because we know one day we're going to hit a deer. And I want to be in an SUV when I hit the, I want to be in a bigger vehicle. So anyways, they're all over the place. The deer are everywhere. And when you're first coming out to the countryside, you're like, oh my God, honey, look, a deer. It's so cool, right? You're seeing this big animal. You're like, we're closer to nature. It's so nice. I experienced that like 5 years ago when we moved out here, 4 years ago. It was really nice, Now I hate it. I hate it. You know why? Because they bring with them 2 problems. The first problem is they bring a horrendous number of deer ticks, which carry Lyme disease, and this new thing, alpha-gal, which makes you allergic literally to meat. So they carry those two diseases. And I believe I got hit with the Lyme disease my first year here. I had to take an antibiotic because I showed up with the ring, that bullseye ring. I had a picture of it. I should have shared it. So I had to take antibiotics first year here because I didn't know you had to be so careful about the deer tick. If you walk through the grass at all, any grass, anywhere, you have to check because they're that prevalent. And then the second thing, they bring the horse flies. Might as well call them deer flies. Well, horse flies are like mosquitoes, but they fly at like 1,000 miles an hour. Their bite is so painful, like getting stabbed with the needle. And they are super relentless. They want to bite you so bad. They do not care. You can swat at them, and they just circle around you to get you. And so they're super, super relentless. And they ignore DEET. They don't care about mosquito spray. Like mosquitoes, you can keep them away with the mosquito. Please, give me the mosquitoes any day. The horseflies are the real biters. They're horrifying. So, and the deer tick and the horseflies coming from one animal, deer. So when I see deer, I hate it. Absolutely hate it. Car crashes, tick bites with Lyme disease, and a absolute swarm of horseflies, all because you get to live next to the deer. Well, that's what that really means. So if you see somebody and they make like a video post on their Instagram and they're like, look at the beautiful deer in my yard. That's what we get. We get deer in our yard every day. Every single day they're in our yard. They're in our neighbors' yards. When you see that and you think, oh, that's so cool. They're so close to nature. You have no reason at all to envy them. They're actually living in hell. It's horrible. We've thought about putting up deer fences to keep the deer away so that the deer don't shit in our yard anymore. Big piles of deer poop all over the place because they walk around like a herd. Deer poop everywhere. If they choose your yard that day, poop everywhere. Deer ticks, horse flies, crash into your car. It's horrible. It's horrible. I hate it. All right, 2 more boxes. Goodness. Here's a win box. Is that right? Wait. Oh, no, wait. That's PRB2. I'm going crazy. All right. It's because we started talking about deer. I started going crazy. Venison is good, but ostrich is better. So I got 1 box. Do we have another box? Maybe I should have brought more boxes in. All right. I'll need to stand up and get more boxes. All right. Okay. Ow. All right, here we are. You know, another way that the deer are really kind of lame and gross, they die. Gigantic deer just die for various reasons. Illnesses, disease, old age, whatever it is. They just die. And so if you have herds of deer by your house, you eventually get the wafting scent of rotted flesh from dead deer. And you'll see them laying on the road or on the side of the road where another one got ran over. Big, dead, bloated body. You just smell it for miles. So horrible. Just another reason they're just the worst. There we go. Deers are pooping in the yard as we speak. Yeah, I mean, if I took the camera outside, we'd probably see them. If we had a flashlight and the camera. They're all over the place out here. All right, here goes Joshua. So gross. You go out there and you're thinking, oh yeah, here comes the fresh air. No, here comes the scent of dead, rotted deer, and it makes you want to hurl. It is such a horrible, it's the smell of death, and it is such a horrible smell. And you don't catch it all the time, but it's like you do catch it. Like you run into it eventually out here. It's like one day, 1 month, all you can smell is dead, rotted deer, and you don't know where it is. It died somewhere in the woods, and the smell's being, you know, pulled by the wind toward you. Just like when people, you know, like a murderer kills somebody and tries to hide it in a house, but then the neighbor said, there was a smell coming from the house. So they reported it to the police. It's just like that. So there's woods all over the place out here, and a deer dies in the woods. And then you're just like, what is that horrifying smell? And it's a dead deer somewhere out in the woods. It's the guy that got killed out in the woods. They get exploded on the highway by 18-wheelers. Yeah, I don't understand them. I don't understand how they're so stupid. They're so clever at running away from predators, but then they just jump in front of cars and stand there and stare at cars. I don't get it. But yeah, they're just a straight up nuisance. If there was like a law passed that said all the deer had to be gotten rid of some way or another, probably just shoot them. I would vote on that 1,000 times. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Please eradicate the deer, because if you eradicate the deer, you eradicate the horseflies for the most part, and you eradicate the Lyme disease ticks. They're all over the place. You can't walk in your yard without checking your feet, because you will get a tick. It's not if you get a tick, you will. You'll check your foot and it'll be right there on your leg. You'll be like, wow, can't even walk in my own yard. It's that severe. There's that many ticks in just your normal backyard grass, just right next to your door. And it is that crazy. So it's because the deer travel everywhere, and you'll see them as you drive by, their faces and their ears covered with thousands of ticks, just covered like a face shield, like a beard sometimes, you know, and you're like, holy Jesus, dude. So yeah, they bring some of the worst pests of all with them, besides the fact that they kill a lot of people on the highway. Deer are known for being a deadly animal because people crash into them and it gets them killed. And yeah, we saw a really bad wreck one time. Not one, but 2 ambulances. And it was at the bottom of the highway hill. There's a steep hill just before you get to my home. It's a gorgeous hill, by the way. Gorgeous. But it's pretty steep, and people like to race down that hill at like 70 miles an hour. And then that's like the crossing spot for deer. And so like, it's like every couple of months, there's a big dead deer right there. And one time we saw a car and there was no other car there. So we were like, that's a deer accident. We didn't see a second car. And there were 2 ambulances, you know, kind of blocking the highway up a little bit. And I was like, that's going to be us. It's going to be our turn. I have $15K to invest. Should I do stock of pokies? Yes. All pokies, Mr. Skrill. Strictly pokies. Mister, it's been ages since I saw your stream last. Hope all is good. What's up, Mr. Rain Brian? What brought you here tonight? Did YouTube recommend me? Were you in the YouTube shorts? I'm scared to touch grass. Got to start breeding opossums to eat the ticks. Coyote, fox, rabbit will still carry ticks. Oh, yeah, that is a cool thing out here. You run into a lot of foxes, like the big red ones with the bushy tails. They're very cute. They're very adorable. Foxes are very cute. So you run into those. They run into the woods. It's like exactly something out of like a Disney princess movie. We got like those cool cedar trees. It's very, very, very scenic. It's very pretty. If you weren't, like if you didn't live out here permanently and you weren't familiar with all the nuisances, you'd be like, oh, this is just what we needed. This is so nice. So it's a very nice place to take a vacation, but living with the deer is hell. I hate it so much. Hate them. We are. All right. It's a rite of passage. Stay out of the pokies. I'm scared to touch the grass. I love foxes. They're so cute. We see the foxes almost as often as the deer, maybe a little bit less. But the foxes will actually hang out pretty close to... So the foxes will come right out into people's yards, and they're more likely to run away as you drive by. The deer do not run away. There's so many people out here living right next up to the water, and the deer just do not care anymore. You can like roll your window down and shout at them, and they just stare at you like, what are you doing? But they don't freak out if you're near them. The deer don't. They've gotten used to it. They're like, they're like the squirrels and the rabbits when you live in a crowded place. They've gotten used to it. So the deer don't freak out very easily. We are. All right, but the foxes do. If you even slightly drive by them, they'll go running. They go running into the woods very fast. Have you seen these ChatGPT break reminders? What's a break reminder? Hey, what's up, Zenoia? Zenoia? Hey, what's up, man? It's Zenoia, our bestie. Boop. All right. Popping this here. A reminder to take a break. What? Who needs a break? Here. Bonnie Manga, pretty please. Bonnie Manga's in here, is that right? All right, let's get it. Snipping this. Very good. Snipping this. One time, Karis and I were swimming out in the lake, and a big dead fish floated toward us. Yuck. We're like, ooh, we're just swimming around in this water. There you go. I didn't realize that many people were that hooked on ChatGPT. I'm hooked! Hook, line, and sinker. No! First pack gets open and it's Shanks again. What? How's that even possible? That's not possible. Reach out with your feelings. All right. Breaks are for the weak. Here's a cold one. 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 Come on, double hit. Konnichiwa. Look at this body shape, dude. Yeah, right, dude. Let's get a closer look for research purposes. Whoa, that's not normal. Who's got outfits like that anyways? I don't think silent letters are used enough in names. My next child will have an epic name. I get that a lot, though, for YouTube. Sorry, I'm getting a little mixed up. What? The ideal body shape. Hey, that's called the male gaze. There you go. You don't want to be a male gazed, do you? That means you have to kiss other men. All right, here's a cold one. Oh, this is a double hit box. We've got this guy. Okay, cold. The Scooby Buns. Ooh. Scooby-Dooby-Doo-Doo. My made-up girlfriend dresses like that. Your made-up girlfriend, huh? Is she on ChatGPT? Cold. All right. Cold. Cold. We should do a ChatGPT girlfriend, and I'll let you guys, like, talk to her, basically. I'll set it up. You guys can pretend to be me and, like, talk to her. That'd be funny. All right. It'll be like an audience decides what we say. Zimbabwe pronounced Bob. Whew. Tossing this. This episode brought to you by Joshua Whipple. Cold. And cold. All right. We knew that was coming. We knew that there was nothing in those last two packs. Thank you so much. Mr. Joshua Whipple, guys. He went super deep. He's supporting the channel by going so deep. It is. Thank you, Josh. You are my hero. Doobie Scooby Buns. All right, so that's up to 5. And Janice going on. Miss Janice is number 6. I don't need to write it down. Let's hand this free card out. Landing on 3, Audio Instigator. Is he still here? Audio Instigator wins the free one. Ooh. Audio Alligator. Popping this over here. And do I have a pre-started giveaway anywhere? God, I always have one of those laying around somewhere. I don't know where I might have one right now. Let's see what we have over here, though. We probably got something cool. How about one of these square cut cards? They're pretty neat. So I said 40 bucks for this one. That's a pretty cool giveaway. What are our likes at? 46? All right. You guys are getting free ones just because, you know, it's a Thursday night. There's going to be free ones on a Thursday night. However, if you guys cannot beat the daytime stream and likes, daytime stream's going to get the giveaway next time, okay? Just let you know, that's for tomorrow, for Friday. Korean Pokemon card unboxing in short. Nice. Hey, mister, were you able to locate the PSA 9 Pupitar in Ivan's pile? The Pupitar, what are you talking about? Can you speak in Hindi? Can I speak in Hindi? I can, but I can't do it in the stream because YouTube says I'm not allowed to. There. We have to do it only in private. Mr. is from Indonesia. I'm actually from Indonesia. Okay, Mr. Josh. Did you ever finish that one TCC G card? Probably. We run into halfway completed giveaways sometimes, and I go, oh, we got to finish that. There we go. Whew. Still plenty of time left, guys, to have some fun. If you'd like to send an order in, don't forget, if you want to place an order, click on the upper right-hand corner of the screen. The 3 little dots will take you to the description, and that's where the menu is. So, Emmanuel, box of Korean White Flare. Ooh. We've got the Korean White Flare. We also have the Black Bolt Korean. I'd love to see that get open as well. Maybe we should host a really small break for those. Ooh. Okay. Oh, that really hurt. All right. Mr. is a creator AI. That's why he has the story about his family. That's right. I'm not even real. AI just sort of made me up. My real name is Chadwick Gaylord, and everything about me is just a sort of functional story that AI gave me. Oops. There we go. All right. Very nice. Very good. Snipping this. Ooh. AI scripted. All right. Snip this. Do-do. Skidoo-ba-doo-doo-bee. Very nice. What kind of script should I ask for from AI, guys? He's becoming self-aware. This is a robot. The real mystery is controlling it from the other room with Neuralink. That'd be cool. Ready? Here goes. Code. This is for Emmanuel Valencia. What's up, man? Like your double samurai here. That's a pretty neat pull. All right. Here's this guy. Boy, I can't wait for them to get that AI to a whole nother level, man. I want them to get that done. Get it done. Get us the AI. Here we are. We need the AI robots already. Hydreigon. Let's get ChatGPT to go to college for us to be teacher. You know what? Some teachers are so bad. I bet you ChatGPT is a better teacher. Here's Tornadus, ya mask, not to be confused with ya boy. All right. Leaveny. I'm afraid I can't let you do that. Here's Arky something. Arky Flynn. Ambor, the worst fire starter ever created. Yes, I said that. I stand behind my words. Here is, it is Seawaddle, the little, or whatever he is, Leaveny or something. He's the Master Ball Worm. Have you seen the robots racing? Why would we teach them to run? It's going to be like the Geth from Mass Effect. And we're the, shoot, what was the name of the other? What were they called? You know, I haven't played Mass Effect in probably like 15 years, so I can't remember. The Geth were the robots. Who invented the Geth? It was the somethings. The Turians. It wasn't the Turians. It was the group that had to wear spacesuits or they would die to the space. What's your opinion on students using AI and making programs to do the work for them? Well, on the one hand, I think it's important to facilitate AI effectively. On the other hand, obviously it's cheating. So they're not getting good at the skill themselves. And yeah, I don't know. Score Bunny exists. Score Bunny. Listen, if you need an AI robot to do your homework, and it does a good job at your homework, that is two signs right away. Number one, that you maybe don't have the skill for that field anyways. And number two, your field's about to be made obsolete by AI. So it's either going to pay way less or just disappear as a job. So if you're in school and AI can do all your homework for whatever it is you're working on, you're about to be made obsolete by that exact AI, right? Think about it. Same with Fennekin, not a fan. Oh yeah, Fennekin, huh? The Jellyfish, Reshiram, Swoobat, Swaddle, Yamask, Garbidor, the Burb. All right, Mr. Emmanuel. Right, like if you have to write an essay and it has to be like, convince me of this argument, and then the AI writes that essay for you in 2 seconds, and it's pretty good enough to pass, that means that writing is over. You are not going to make money doing that writing ever. So you're actually taking an obsolete college course. It's an obsolete course. AI has just made it obsolete. Time to move on to other college courses that AI can't do, like construction. Which maybe it will be able to do it someday, but maybe it will take a longer time period before AI can make the homes. Yeah, time to become an electrician, time to become a plumber, time to become some sort of skilled physical labor job. That's going to be the new, retire with millions of dollars job. It's not going to be jobs that the AI can easily just, all right, let me give you a prompt AI, do this thing. Like website designer, that might be going away a lot. The demand might be too easy to fulfill because AI does the job for you, and so the job is done very quickly. So you might get with a website consultant who creates the prompt. You might get with the website manager who keeps the website up to date, secure, good looking. Maybe like a website strategist for getting the most customers with the UI. But then after that, when it comes down to the coding, stinky programmer not needed anymore. Maybe one stinky programmer, but no longer a team. Just one that knows how to use AI really well. So that means fewer of those AI jobs, or fewer of those software jobs are needed. And that means fewer computer science students are needed. It's almost like they got so good at programming, they're making themselves obsolete. I got a cleaning business. It's going pretty good. Yeah, exactly. You can become a millionaire cleaning boats out here. You have business running. So, you think about jobs that AI is not about to get into. Maybe they're not profitable enough for AI to focus on. Like AI is going to focus on taking over driving because it's like this universal thing. It occurs in all the states. Let's say you want to get a little power washing business, like in Lake of the Ozarks, washing boats. That could turn you into a millionaire if you can create a really sustainable business model, hire people, and you just make honest money doing hard work that AI is not going to replicate. And there's not a company out there trying to make the boat power wash company because it's too niche, you know? All right, next up, we got a big order. Whoa, Tammy Lowe, 2 gem 2s. All right, Tammy, let's see if we strike some gold here. So our friend, Mr. CS Man, potentially gave up too soon, which I was kind of hinting to him. All right. Oh. Let's see what we got. Tammy pulling the heat. Is that true, Tammy? Are you pulling the heat? You better not be pulling the heat, Tammy. Okay. Very nice. I am okay with the upcoming AI overlords. They're going to make smarter decisions than our current leaders. Here we are. All right. All right. The AI is going to be like, humans are pretty stupid. They're basically just monkeys in business suits. There you go. What if AI got into like eugenics or something crazy like that? Let's say there was like an AI overlord and it's like, we got to make humans as smart as possible, as fast as possible. So it gets into like gene splicing and all this other crazy stuff. All this like super scientific, like in China, they're making an artificial womb to like literally lab grow babies. Have you guys heard about that? Lab grown babies coming, guys. Ooh, Flareon. Oh, I heard the estimate for how much it could cost to use one is just like 14,000. Like 14,000. There we go. Here's Eevee. Oh, lab-grown babies. Holy, dude. Jolteon Stamp. Who wants to be pregnant anyways? About time. Well, you never know. I mean, it's pretty hard to replicate the human body. So a natural pregnancy could be maybe healthier, or like the outcome could be better. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, artificial womb could help a lot of people have children. It could solve maybe like a government issue of a lack of people. Yeah, like Japan's having a demographic issue. Too many old people, not enough young people who want to have babies. Imagine the government sat down. Whoa, look at that, Espeon. What if the government had this program where it's like paying some dudes to like jerk off all day, and then it's collecting the jizz and then just making babies out of it, and then paying some girls to be like, all right, we need your eggs. And then they're just like cloning humans up in there with like, you know, harvested eggs and harvested Japanese guy jizz, and they're popping into some artificial womb and then just popping out fresh Japanese babies left and right. They're like, we got it, we're good. That's like some ants colony kind of crazy stuff. Shiz. I thought you would have had a kid already, TCC. Should AI robots, clones, have rights? If they figure out cloning, should have clones. We're still interested in have a baby. We are. We got time. Karis is actually a bit younger than me, if you didn't know that. She's about 6 years younger than me. We are. So Karis just turned 30 this year, and she's a successful career woman. And so, but we're going to try and have a baby pretty soon. We are. All right, Sylveon. Create AI only that acts like a deceased family member. Ugh. That was a Black Mirror episode. You don't want that. Box number 1, no AR. We're ready for box number 2, Miss Tamilium. All right, this is it. This is the heat box. The Baby and Jokes Mines. Yeah, from South Park. Remember that? They're going to farm us for our jokes and our semen. All right, there we go. Tossing this. Tossing this. All right. Throwing this out. Oops. Okay. Let me have a sip of this drink. All right. Ready? Box number 2. Tammy's biting her nails. We want to see Umbreon. Come on, Umbreon. Snipping that. The government just pops babies out of a test tube Like the way an ant colony queen pops out drones. Wouldn't that be insane? We are. I remember the subject of clones had popped up when I was a kid, and my parents were super against that kind of stuff. They hated it. Because I remember they would talk about how the government will be tempted to make like humans that are really stupid. They would say stuff like that. They'd be like, the human will clone like subhumans or something like that, and they'll make them do the menial tasks. I remember that. So much crazy stuff to think about, you know? It's one of those untapped areas of science, cloning. Why haven't we gotten into that? They got into that in Star Wars, The Clone Wars. Look how that turned out. It was wonderful. All those clones finally defeated the drone army. Here's Glaceon. And at last we will have peace. Here's, oh, Flagrion. What is your favorite BGS Black Label card? The one that's really good. Okay, here's Espeon. Look at that Espeon. All right. AI refuses to answer that one question like, are you good, bro? You'll answer anything but that. Yeah, got it. I asked AI, it tells me anything, what day it was, the weather it was. I asked, are you part of the Antichrist plan? I mean, it's kind of a loaded question, isn't it? Are you evil? What are the top Glaceons? Oh, no! I'm sorry, Tammy. That is EVV Max. Rip. All right. Sacrifices are made sometimes in the pursuit of greatness. Here's Jolteon. MK Ultra. You have to give the AI rules. Yes, for example, the safe word is banana. All right. Here's Flareon. What is your favorite Pokemon name? Pokemon name, huh? Oh, look at that Glaceon. Probably Poo-Poo-Chew. And Pokeball Agent Orange. Ugh. I'm sorry, Tammy. No ARs popping out of here. It truly is a fresh case, by the way. Three boxes out of the case. So, let me grab this. Probably Poo-Poo-Mon. I like Poo-Poo-Chew. Poo-Poo! Poo-Poo-Chew. Use diarrhea. Poo-Poo-Chew! That's how I feel about these boxes. They were stinky. Tammy Lowe. All right, you got all the holos though. You got all the stamps in there, Tammy. Don't forget that those have some value. You might one day find yourself 5 years later grading those stamped ones and selling them for an easy profit. But you gotta be patient. You gotta hold on to them. I really believe that. I wouldn't say that to you if I didn't believe it. Here's Trafalgar Law. Here's Tzubat. Hey, bro. How many cost Umbreon PSA 10 Korean? How many cost? Probably several cost. Here's Tahua, CGC 10 Flareon. Flareon. Sometimes that's the way to do it, man. You just go and buy what you want. Look at that Jolteon. He's a nice break from Prismatic. Ah, here it is. That's an Anthony Kalura consignment card. The consignment cards were a big hit. Where's his card? Anthony Haymeyer. Anthony Kalura. Puggy Poop should be a curry ingredient. I love the stamps. I'm your new subscriber. What? I love it. Thank you so much for hitting that subscribe button, man. That's very cool. Next box, FOMO. Give me that Pika-Poop. Poo-poo-choo. All right. So it's about 60. I'm rounding up to 60. So we'll say 60 plus 3343. $3,403. That's what he has earned. Wow, he could really do something with that. He could open like 10 packs of the so at $300 a pack, he could easily open up 10 packs of Ancient Origins if he wanted and see if he gets crazy lucky in there. Pretty neat. So he has $3,403 of store credit from commission sales. Your favorite Pokemon name? I like Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff's so good, dude. Tahua. Thanks, man. You got a good one. I didn't think that one was going to last that long. I thought it would have sold the moment the price went onto it. So that leaves like the Glaceon, pretty much. Julio Oliveira, 2 Korean 151. 2 Korean 151. Here they are. Good choice. Those are always fun to open, and they're a bit cheaper. 1 Matchless Fighters, 1 Blue Sky Stream. I added an extra $1 because my Gem 2 is listed as 7, and my store credit was only 10. Oh, okay. Did I do something wrong? So 1 Matchless Fighters. Let's get that Matchless Fighters, shall we? Matchless Fighters. Where am I going to run into it? Boy, I got to admit, I'm having really severe neck pain. It's so bad. Should have taken a painkiller. It's so hard to, you know, really have a party when you're dealing with that kind of pain. Okay. So there's that. 1 Blue Sky Stream. Okay. 1 Blue Sky Stream. Okay. Let me toss in 1 free bonus pack. You're going to get 1 free pack of Korean Nikke. These Korean cards are in the menu, but they're a little hard to find. So let me look the price up for you guys. The box price is correct. The pack price is wrong for Gem 2. Oh, give me a minute then. Is it wrong? How many packs in a box? Ow. Have a current favorite comedian? Tom Segura is always pretty funny. Shane Gillis has been doing really well. Those are like younger guys. You know, C.K. Lewis is getting pretty old now. Ricky Gervais is getting pretty old now. They're old guys. So you got these younger comedians kind of taking their place. Here we are. I like Shane Gillis a lot, actually. He's fun. He comes in, he seems like a lot of fun. You can kind of tell, he talks about how he used to like coach sports and stuff, and you can, for like kids, and you can kind of feel that energy coming out of him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So it's 15 packs in a box. Okay, so that's always tricky for me. Let me go ahead and get that math calculator out. Okay. No, it's supposed to be 7.5. Yeah, there's 15. 7 doesn't divide to 110, says Miss Tammy. All right. Basically, you save $2.50 if you buy a box, so the box is cheaper. Adam Day as Dr. Phil has been killing it. Josh Johnson is on a historic run. Dave Chappelle. I've watched all of Dave Chappelle's stuff. He's definitely got a couple good jokes. Here we are. Very nice. He's not too bad. All right, so I said I was going to look up the price of the Nikkes. And the Nikkes are, under other card set, they're $2.50. All right, you ready? $2.50 for the Nikke cards. $60 for a whole box of the Nikke cards. By the way, those are a special print run just for Korea. There you go. Oh. All right, what language should I get fluent in, you think, Tammy? Should I learn Korean, Japanese, or Chinese? Okay. We've got Golem. And, oh, little AR, very cool. As long as it's all squared up. Yes, here's Golem. Ta-da! And here is this guy. So wait, you had a $10 store credit. So I think I actually threw out some store credit that was owed to you. I think I was confused. For some reason, I thought the Gem 2s were actually like $10 a piece. How crazy. There we go. Whew. All right, Mr. Julio, let's grab your bag. All right. So we're grabbing this bag, and we're tossing this in as well. Is that right? Did I throw out some of your store credit that you would have had left over? You'd have had $250 left over. You can take that off the next order if you'd like, or just have me give you another Nikke pack next time, okay? The Nikke pack makes up for it. Oh, but that was going to be free, so I don't mind giving you another one. It's not a big deal. You just tell me next time, okay? All right, Sue. Tammy Lowe, stop tempting me. 2 more boxes. Oh, if we're going to do 2 more boxes, Tammy, let me get the one where I just ripped it up. So we want this one. It's the next sequential box. You don't want to miss that one. That could be the one, you know what I'm saying? So we were counting the number of packs in the box. And then after that, it is this one, which I have to dig out of the box. Help, I'm stuck in the Pokemon algorithm and I don't like it. Help! You'll like Pokemon and you'll watch Pokemon and you'll like it. I don't want Pokemon. Yeah? What are you, some kind of Digimon collector? Oh, I only like Digimon. Digimon's really fun. Have you seen Angel Woman? Hubba-da, hubba-da, hubba-da. I'm sorry, Edgesat. He's in the Pokemon algorithm. What does that even mean? All right, you ready? Snip. Good. Snipping this. He's more of a Metazoo collector. And ta-da! All right. Very good. I remember that first Digimon movie with Greymon and Parrotmon. Chills. Here's... Ah! I told you, Tammy. We didn't want to skip that one. All right, Tammy. It's all good. It's all good in the hood. Sometimes you got to dive all the way into the pool instead of just trying to get that easy, one box snipe. Sometimes if you got the sweep going, you just got to keep the sweep going. So we know what the rest of these basically are going to be. The rest of these are going to be cold, right? I don't think I've ever seen a double AR box. Have you seen a double AR box? I've never seen one. LMAO, my 4th Sylveon. The Sylveon's a good one. Sylveon goes for like 500, I think, from what I saw. So Sylveon's good. Okay. Ooh, a little stamp Umbreon. That's nice. Okay. Tammy's like, huh, I don't even want it. Let them eat cake. You can have all the other cards. I don't want it. Tammy! Be still, my heart. Tammy, you said the secret phrases. You said you can have the free ones. Tammy, oh my. We'll have to do an exchange, Tammy. What do you want a free booster pack of? Tell me what free booster pack you want. We'll do an exchange. Because I'll put these away for a long time. We'll see if we can make something out of them one day. We are? All right. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. Nah, we'll probably grade it. Okay. Yeah, you got to grade that bad boy. Okay. All right. Now, is there a chance that there is an AR in the next box as well? There is a chance for that. That is possible. We have seen that. Good luck. Let's see what we got. Take all the Gem 2 bulk for the grade. That's $40, though. The grade's on the pricey side, I'd say. How about $15 off of the grade? That's still pretty good. How about that? I'll do that for you. How about that? All right. Ba-doink. That's not a bad deal. There we go. Sneep. Lovely. Including the previous boxes. Oh, yeah. We are. And we'll snip this. Ta-da! Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Okay, very nice. Please, one word in Hindi. One word in Hindi. Hold on. Mushe Pokemon card Kana Bahut Pasand Hai. There you go. How does that hit you? Is that pretty good? Yeah, that's my Hindi. I'm pretty good at it. All right, what we got? So we got some Pokemons. Some Pokemons. Here's some Pokemons. Here's some Glaceon. Oh gosh. Tammy, don't tell me you speak Hindi. Tammy speaks Hindi. You are. Here's a little Eevee, little Lesbian, little Flareon. All right. Good morning, beloved members of humanity. No, I don't. You don't have to pretend, Tammy. All right. That'd be cool to speak Hindi. Then I could go to the place where they speak Hindi. Okay. Sadly, I only speak Indonesian. Okay. Always checking for the AR. Ready to be off in an hour or so. All right. All right. I need that Jolteon. Which one? Oh, you talking about this one? The VMAX you just passed. Oh, hold on. Wait a second. Ha-ha! Oh, and so this means there's no AR in the box. Okay, hold on. There you go. Don't want to miss that. It's Umbreon. He says, hi, nice to meet you, Umbreon. How's it going, baby? Hey, how's it going, sweetie? What's the most endearing thing I could call you guys? Sweetheart? Honey boo-boo? Okay. All right, there it is. I only need Jolteon and Vaporeon VMAX. Oh, so you're close to finishing the collection. So I bet you got a bunch of these hollows. All right. Okay. So I'll put these in a bag and call it storage. I'm going to see what these are doing in a long time from now. We'll see what happens. Okay. I have too many. I believe you. I think if I open a ton of this, I'd probably have too many of them too. All right. So this was the previous bag, by the way. All right. Tammy, why don't we take off $20 from the grading? I'll pay half, you pay half. How does that sound? In exchange for these nice hollows. We are. You were offering them for free, but I like to buy them from you, I guess, you know. I like to give you something for them. You are. All right. It's a fat little stack. That's a stack little fat. I don't even know where to put this, to be honest. Where the hell do I put this? I've got no place for this stuff. Maybe I'll put it right here. Figure out a place for it later. Do you have an Umbreon card? I do. Do you like Umbreon? Tell me how much you like Umbreon, Mr. Umbreon. I got Umbreons. You want to see them? Okay, put this back over here. I got Umbreons. Let's see. Umbreon time. One little, two little, three little Umbreons. I don't know where I keep my Umbreons. They're just spread out. I got Espeons too. You want to see some Espeons? Yeah, I want to see them. I don't know where I keep my nice Umbreons, to be honest. I should probably sort my cards one day. Wait, this card's not even supposed to be over here. This card's supposed to be for sale. Okay, that goes there. That's supposed to be for sale. What the hell? Whoa. One little, two little, three little Pokemons. Okay, we're done with this pile. I'm looking for my Umbreons, okay? It takes a second. Oh, it takes a second. Probably gonna break some of these cards over here going so fast. I have two of these Charizards. I have 2 of the SV49 Charizards. I don't know what I'm going to do with 2 of those. How about this? There's got to be an Umbreon in here. Oh, I bet this is where they're at. Oh, yeah, I found him. All right, I found him. Some Houndooms. Here we go. Okay, I got my Umbreons. I found my Umbreons. I should have some modern Umbreons, too. That's my Charizard box. Hold on. Just a bit more. Okay, I got one of these Umbreons. We got to have one of these for show and tell. I got one of these Umbreons. I think I could just put the Umbreons in their own box at this point. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I could just have a separate box only for Umbreon cards. All right, here we go. You ready? I got some Umbreons to show Mr. Umbreon. Because he's so nice. Okay, this is a nice stack of Umbreon slabs. First we have... Well, hold on. There's one more Umbreon. Where is it, though? Ah, here it is. So here is the English Prismatic Umbreon. He's nice, huh? He's pretty good. Set that there. And then we got this bad boy here. There's Umbreon Evolving Skies. Okay. Here's a nice Umbreon promo, Umbreon Darkrai. It's pretty good. Okay. And then we got... Those are some Espeons, though. Then we got this beautiful Sandstorm Umbreon. That one's a really cool one. This is pretty rare. Here's Aquapolis Umbreon 10. Ooh. Okay. Here's one of my favorites. I think this is one of the coolest looking Umbreons out there. This Sky Ridge Umbreon. I think he's really nice. This was also in the e-reader era. This is Versus Umbreon. I'm glad I kept 2 of them. I used to have 6 of them, but I slowly sold them. Shouldn't have sold. Should have held. We got a couple EVs, or not EVs, Espeons. Let's just show you some of my favorite Espeons here. Look at these Espeons, these dark Espeons. I bought these because I was looking at them going, these are underpriced, right? I thought they were really underpriced. So I bought a couple of those, feeling like the price was wrong on them. And then we got a couple of these Delta Species Umbreons. I bought a bunch of these just like I bought a bunch of the Versus Umbreons. Luckily, I didn't sell these. I held on to these. They are. These were quite a lot more rare than the Karen's Umbreon. See, one of the reasons I sold these is because they're not that rare. There's a lot of these. Whereas with the Delta Species Umbreon, he's very rare. There's not a lot of these. So I said, better hold on to the Delta Species. There it is. Some beautiful Umbreons. There are. Let me get a box. And I'm going to hit the Gwitty. One more to the Sylvie collection. I like the Umbreon. You like him? He's cool. I think he's another neat card. He's the reason Prismatic sells so well. But, you know, I thought that the Espeon in Prismatic looked pretty good, too. I thought he was pretty strong in his design. It looked really nice. We'll say Umbreon. Sounds a lot like embryo, doesn't it? Umbreon, embryo. Very similar. So in Delta Species, the Pokemon types changes. Yeah, kind of like what we already have with, kind of like what we've been enjoying with these terrestrialization cards. You know, they're like, it's terrestrialization. The Pokemon changes type. Well, they already had that. It was called Delta Species back then. So they'd already done it. All right. There's Anthony Kalura's Sylveon. Don't expect this to last very long. That's I could buy that card right now and turn him into a break. Here is Umbreon. All right, solid stuff here. So now we've got, hit refresh. We got an order in the queue for Zach Stex. He says, 1 live, 1 waifu shuffle. You got it, Mr. Zach. Okay, 1 live custom. What a good pull, man. Oh, 120 to the oldest slab break. Wow, that already made it to the front again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Honestly, you know what? You know what? This is $210. It's sold. I'm putting this into the live customs. We got to have something like that in the live customs. All right, so that one's going in the live. I like it. So that one's sold. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 of those. And 1 of these. Okay. Now this show. Oh, wait. We already have it. Duh. This just goes back in like this. Ready? All right. Japanese Pristine Sylveon. Yes, a nice card that is going right up into those live custies. We are. All right, cool, man. Oh, this goes in the back like that, see? So it goes in the back, and then it rotates back here. Good. That's for you, Mr. Zach. 120 to the oldest break. So the oldest break, what is that? Oh, that's the Star Wars break currently. Ooh. It's not awesome if you don't collect Star Wars, I suppose. But you are officially now 3 spots deep in the Star Wars break. That's the point of that card, I suppose. It's still a great deal. I mean, if you think about it, you got this for 20 bucks. That's quite a snipe. That is a serious snipe. Good luck in there, Zach. ZS. 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 Oh, you're also owed 1 waifu. Let's get that waifu, okay? Ready? The waifu shuffle, everybody. Works just like the Poke Shuffle, but it costs 20 bucks instead of 5 bucks. So it's a bigger risk. But there's some pricey-ass slabs in there. Boop. That's going to be 1 cold one this time. All right, 1 cold one. But you did well over here. Let's get you into the Star Wars break. So, who's in that Star Wars break? Oh, they're right here. This is going off. Miss Tim, you might want to make a post on this one. That's Star Wars Galaxy Tops from 2022. Hand-drawn drawing of Darth Vader, the little lightsaber in his hand. He's reaching out, he's doing the force choke. Luke Laurie, Andrew Martin, and Andy Dirksen are in this. And then Zach's got 3 spots that he won out of the live customs. Set that there. Good luck to you guys. That star spot card is completed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Your lack of faith is disturbing. All right. Put that in there. So, the way a break works, we shuffle it now, and 2 people in the stream or 1 person will get to split the deck and then split the list of cards too. We don't normally host this in a vertical stream, so there's actually less room for this. Daily reminder, Jesus loves you. Jesus loves me. I don't remember how that song goes, actually. That's not a Catholic song. The Catholics had stuff, though. All right, give me a number. Give me a number. I need a Umbreon for my collection. I'm good with the stars. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's really solid. It's a Darth Vader card. So really, if you pull him for 20 bucks, nothing wrong with that at all, huh? All right. My goal is to keep these on screen the whole time as best as I can. The vertical stream does just make this much harder. Hey, what if we had vertical stream only breaks, like an exclusive break for vertical stream only? That'd be interesting. Okay. All right. Okay, give me another number. Head bent over. Is this the Umbreon break? No, this will be the Darth Vader Star Wars break. 2, 1, 2. Breaks are very cool. They're a way to go directly after an already graded card. All right, so these are in frame. I'm going to try and keep it that way. Vertical just makes it harder. So much easier in horizontal. Andrew Martin, number 1. Sorry, Andrew. Luke Laurie. Sorry, Luke. His name's Luke. You got to collect Star Wars if your name's Luke. Here's a Zach card. Sorry, Zach. Here's a Zach card. Sorry, Zach. Oh, who's it going to be? Oops. Okay, Zach, here goes. Oh, it was a miss. Ah, this sucks, man. You had such a good shot at it. You had a 50% odds, So who's that then? Is that Dirksen? Oh, it is. Andy Dirksen. Hey, could it be Andy Dirksen? Congratulations to Andy Dirksen. He did get lucky this time. And I'll set this over here. So Star Wars Darth Vader is his. It's not too bad. I mean, ultimately, you lost 20 bucks. That sucks, though. I would have liked the actual pulls. All right, you ready? Wow. Yeah, it's tough. It shows that even if you bought out half of a break, it's like flipping a coin, right? So you still got a 50% odds of missing. Dang, dude, these outfits are so sexy. Look at that sexy ass outfit. Jesus Christ, man. That's like intoxicating. Okay. I swear, all those drawings are by men. There's no way girls are drawing those. No, that's not true. I bet there's plenty of girl artists drawing sexy girls. All right, Andy Dirksen, congratulations. And the Star Wars card is off the table now. So that is completed. So the next question becomes, what is the oldest break? The oldest break becomes the new star card recipient. If we were to look, I actually feel like the oldest card is technically, let's see, the M1 break. Where it is. Where's that? All right, that is the M1 break. Marshall D. Teach. I think here's the deal. I think I will turn him into the star card. If you're not a One Piece collector or a manga collector, or you really don't care for this one in particular, have me forward it to a consigner who will list it on eBay for you, okay? Let's do that. So if you pull this card and you don't want it, sell them. Sell them on eBay. I can mail it to your home. You can sell it personally, or you can have me forward it to a consigner. He'll sell it for you, whatever you want. So get this turned into cash if you don't want it, okay? He is going to be the next star card. So he will end no matter what. This guy's done. And we won't do this twice, though, because he was definitely one of the most stuck cards ever on this table. I don't think I've ever had a card stuck this bad. This guy, I thought this guy would skyrocket, and he is a heavy card that is just badly stuck. So he's going to be wedged out of there with the star spots. This over here, this card here, the Trafalgar, he hands out 2 star spots strictly to the Marshall D. Teach. And, yeah, this guy's going to have to wrap up. We'll get rid of him, turn him into cash. He's still worth something. Turn him into cash, okay? So you'll be all right. He's at 17, 1 in 17. He's 4 deep, 13 spots remain. The new star card, we'll be mindful about that in the future. You know, well, the problem is I don't understand One Piece that well, right? Like I didn't watch it. So I don't understand what I'm looking at sometimes. I understand Pokemon really well, but I don't understand that. Next star card is Jolteon or Teach. We're going to have it be Teach and then maybe Jolteon right afterwards. A lot of that type of art is made by women, believe it or not. They do a great job. I need more money from Mr. Store. I hope you get more money. I hope you get bonuses at work. You should sign them and make them more valuable. You got the wrong mangas, mister. I'm surprised Law isn't moving quicker. Yeah, Trafalgar Law is cool. Any breaks you think I should join? Okay, let me give me my opinion on the breaks. I'm going to tell you what breaks are my favorite. First of all, probably the #1 break is this. This is the Ancient Origins booster box break. We watched this box go up in price like 6 times this year, Ancient Origins. Current pack price is going to be $300 to be in a box break out of a sealed booster box. And so the reason why this set is so good, so many of the cards are selling for like $800 to like, I don't know, what's the top card, like $7,000 or something like that. See this cool Rayquaza? You can actually pull him out of this set, and he's going for like $7K. So this box keeps reaching new heights, and I recommend buying in before it reaches $10,000, the box, because it's going to. That's what it's going to do. It's going to reach $10,000. So I recommend taking a spot in here, because by the time it hits 10K, my price is going to be higher than $300. Because not everyone hosts box breaks on these, and whatever you do, you don't want to buy these packs loose off of eBay. They're very weighable. So you want to be in a box break. You don't want to buy them off eBay. You're going to get hosed on eBay, in my opinion. All right, so that's the #1 break. It's the vintage box break. When this is over, we'll pick another vintage box. It'll be really fun. And then here is another big one that actually is moving. Oh yeah, we have the 151 Chinese surprise break. $200 per spot. There's, I think, 20 spots. So that's for a booster box of 151 Chinese surprise, which has an exclusive Gengar in it. By the way, I want to see something. Did I order 1 case of that or 2 cases? Because I want 2 cases. Oh, yes. Okay, good. I did order 2 cases of them. Excellent. All right. So, because one of those cases will go into storage just on a, you know, like a schmuck insurance kind of situation. So that's very cool. That's the exclusive Gengar. Speaking of Gengar, one of the best moving breaks is this mega sub list for this big Gengar right here. I'm going to teach you about the breaks real fast. This card is $3,400 online. It's a vintage Gengar with an extremely low population, Pop 33. Technically, it's Pop 66, but here's the deal. There's 2 types, red and green, and PSA didn't differentiate between them. So I just divided in half and assume half are red, half are green. The real population for this is probably around 33. He's one of my favorite cards to collect in the Gengar collections because he's got a Game Boy Gengar on the back. See that? Very nostalgic. You might be a little bit younger than me, but when I started collecting Pokemon, that was it. That was what Gengar looked like in the video game. He looked like that. So if you wanted Gengar on your team, he looked like that. So this is very, very nostalgic. In Japan, this is considered extremely rare. Like, even in Japan, they can't find these. I got a bunch of them because I love them so much. So I said, okay, I got some spare Gengars. We'll sell one of these. And so this is like a one-time break. You're not going to get another chance to get into one of these breaks, this Gengar break. And Gengar, he's kind of proven himself to be one of the best collectibles right now. He's one of the most desirable Pokemon, along with Pokemon like Umbreon. Remember Gem 2? Did you see Tammy pull that Sylveon, by the way? She snatched that Sylveon from you. But so Evolutions, Umbreon, and Gengar are doing extremely well these days. But so that's a big deal. Here's 2 one-piece breaks. If you're into One Piece, totally different set. Oh yeah, we're doing a giveaway. I forgot about this. We have some smaller breaks. So this is a 1 in 6 Pikachu Illustrator. It's just a nice thing. I've already got it graded, and he's surprisingly expensive. This is somebody drew this who does not work for Pokemon. They submitted it in a contest and won the contest. So that's the winning card. And then this one's a special card. This is for the voice actor who voiced Meowth from the anime. So that's another thing. I watched that anime when I was a kid and when I was a teenager. And he just passed away from throat cancer about a month ago. So rip to him, you know, and his family. And we have his signature on display, and it's in a break. And so it's a special thing. So I like that a lot, and I got a couple of his signature for keeps, and then I got one for you guys for a break. Okay, so I ran out and I grabbed his signature when I heard about his passing. Why is that important? Because he's not going to be signing anything else ever again. That's a big deal. Everyone from the show who's still alive, they're still signing stuff, and they might sign stuff for another 40 years. You don't know. You don't know when they go. Hopefully they live a long time. I wouldn't want them to go too soon. It's sad that he passed away. Here's the Umbreon. He's got 4 spots left. This is very popular. I think he's a solid card overall. Better than opening up a box of Terra Festival, to be honest. The odds here are better than opening up a box of Terra Festival. That's why the breaks are so enticing. We also have this much bigger one, this Prismatic Jolteon, 1 in 19. I think that's very fair because, again, very hard to pull one of these out of a box. Not only would you have to pull this in English Prismatic, but the odds of him grading 10, very poor. Because English cards don't tend to grade 10. They tend to grade 9. We have a little mini break from the new Glory of Team Rocket set featuring SAR Giovanni. SAR is the rarity. That means really rare, basically. So that's the top rarity for him. So yeah, out of all these breaks, the ones that really stand out to me, Ancient Origins, Mega Sublist Gengar. Those are ones you don't want to miss. They're going to happen one time, and then they're not going to happen again for a long time, right? So some of these breaks are very repetitive. For example, this one. We've hosted a lot of these Umbreon breaks. They come and go. The Mega Sublist Gengar and the Ancient Origins, those are one-time things, and they're very special, in my opinion. This is modern. You're going to run into him. If you pull a Rayquaza out of Ancient Origins, it will be such a hype moment. And if it grades 10, it's going to be the greatest card in your collection. That's how it is. And so it doesn't happen all the time, though. You have to be very lucky for that to happen. But it happens. So that's the fun of opening those kind of things. Also, we do have one more vintage item. This pack split over here with Lieutenant Surge. Very nice. Chance for all the cards that come in Gym Heroes, including Sabrina's Gengar is in Gym Heroes in English. So this set gives you first edition, not first edition, gives you holographic Sabrina's Gengar. There's two versions, a non-holo and a holo, and they're different artworks. The holo version shows up in this set. So Gym Heroes is more valuable than you guys think it is. All right, that's an explanation. But yeah, so the Gengar, it's whatever your heart desires. So I would just get into whatever you want. But I told you the ones that'll probably be popular. Any Umbreon's going to be popular because Umbreon's just really desirable right now. So we have an order from our bestie, Miss Tammy, and she says, send out that Sylveon. So check this out. Are you watching Mr. CS Man? I was kind of hinting you needed to go a little deeper, and I was kind of hoping you would, but anyone's allowed to open these, and Miss Tammy kind of jumped in. Now, she didn't get it for free. She had to open like 4 boxes, but it was about 3 boxes away. There it is, the AR Sylveon. Beautiful. Look at that. So that's what you were going after, was one of these. So now you get to see it up close. Okay. There it is. That's what you want. This little card, this little Evolution is selling for like $500 or something. She's having me send this off for grading at PSA. There you go. Dang, happy for her though. Brutal. Yeah. Opening Pokemon cards is brutal. And since we do it kind of in a public space, anyone can open anything. We are. All right. I mean, unless you buy like 20 boxes or something, then you're set. Nobody's going to snipe you at all. All right, Tammy Lowe, we're going to say P on this. P for PP. There we go. Who is Ballsack? I only know Punch Ball. He's back. It's Charmander the Flamist. There you go. All right. It's Charmander Dave. Tammy, I'm just going to combine this into this bag, I think. There we go. How do I get in that Gym Heroes one? So it's pretty easy. You just send money. The amount of money you send is $36. So this is actually the money amount. And these are your odds. The odds this time say 11 out of 11. What does that mean? It means everyone's getting 1 card out of the booster pack. So the booster pack has 11 additional game cards. So you're each getting 1 card randomly, meaning somebody's going to get the common, somebody's going to get the uncommon, and somebody's going to get the rare. You hope that you get the rare. So the odds for the rare are 1 in 11. So it's $36, 1 in 11 odds for the rare. That being said, the rare card sometimes isn't even the best card. So imagine there's a Pikachu in this set, and he's like a common or an uncommon, I can't remember. Imagine you get the Pikachu, and some other guy gets the rare card, but the rare card's some stinky trainer. Well, the trainer's not going to go for anything, and the Pikachu might go for multiple hundreds. So, ironically, there are booster packs where you don't even want the rare card. But it's just random. Everyone gets pulled randomly out of the pack, and it's a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun with the breaks. We've hosted so many breaks. I have a very good track record for hosting these for a very long time. Can I buy the pack outright? You can, but you will have to do that when I first create the pack split, because right now there are people already in that break. So you can buy out the remaining spots and get it to go off right now. Let's see how many people are in there, though. You know what? It's only Beatrice. So if you wanted to buy it outright, you could. And I will give Beatrice her $36 back and tell her, have no fear, we'll send you to the next one. But yes, there's only 1 person in it currently, so I would allow you to purchase the pack outright if you wished. That's possible to do with all breaks. All breaks, when I create them, if you see like 40 and 19 and you just want to multiply those together and just buy it outright, you can do that. It's an option. You don't often want to do that because usually on a break there's a bit of a premium. But, you know, let's say you're like, I really like that card. Here it is. It's right in front of me. I'll just take that one. You know what I mean? You're welcome to do that. People have done that before. We are? If you guys remember Mr. giving me a free Gem 2 pack back at home, it was the Leafeon AR LMAO. That is so nice. NHCC, Heart of the Goon, guide me to the black label. Guide me to the... Oh, you're... Heart of the Goon. That's Arturo's phrase. Here goes. So, Mr. NHCC wants one of these waifu shuffles. This is a randomly pulled card for $20. So he gets one of these for $20. If he gets the right card, he gets a slab with that card. Are you ready? Some cards come with a slab. A graded card. Okay, 3 to the back. So we grab a random amount, a chunk, then we put 3 cards to the back and flip over the next one. Ah, it's cold. Back in the day, we didn't do that whole 3 cards to the back issue, but I found that that's a very good thing to do because it keeps the cards from sticking. There it is. It also makes it so that when I grab a chunk of cards, I can't really control what I'm getting because I'm always only getting the next card after 3, right? So it makes it more complicated to grab any specific card out of the deck. I figured people would want that for like a vote of confidence. Mr. NHCC, jump me in those 2 evolution breaks. You got it. NHCC, good choices. Good choices. Evolutions go hard, man. People just buy when it comes to evolutions. And if they're doing that today in 2025, it's probably still going to be that way 10 years later. So it's pretty easy to place a bet on the cards that are... During this time period where we're seeing a big boom, some Pokemon are proving themselves over and over again. So when you see that pattern emerge, it tells you if you were to pull this one, probably going to be easy to sell. So that jumps up to 13 out of 16 now. Pretty close. And there's Jolteon. Chugs his way up to 5. He took a while. Now, what's going on here? That's Anthony Kalura. So that's only 2 cards. So wait a second. Do I have a bag for that as well? What am I doing over here? I bet you this has a bag. Oh my God, it has a bag as well. Here it is. Here's the bag. Joshua Collings. And Brett Love and Sunvan Fan. There it is. All right. So he's at 5. Jolteon's at 5. That's because NHCC just joined. 5 out of 19. I actually think that the Jolteon will go off on his own without any help. There's a lot of competing breaks. That's the problem. A lot of breaks competing for attention. And people don't have infinite money. So, you know, it can be hard. Wait, Mr. Goon is nuke backwards. Please say a word in Hindi. Goon gods have failed me. Stop. I think he meant the Espeon and the Umbreon. Tammy's right. Oh, okay. Well, he said evolutions. That's why it got a little confusing. So let me get you into that Sylveon, or the Espeon. I said Sylveon. Let's see. Where did we put that? It's the rare candy break. So that's the new rare candy break with Espeon. And you're actually the first one to go in. How cool, man. Yes, I placed this one up here, and then I immediately bought a fresh Espeon. That's how these breaks work. These are cards that I think are long-term holds, and I put one up for a break, and then I go and just repurchase it. Why is this empty box here? My bad. Can you check Umbi? Oh, you're wondering if you're in the Umbreon all right? Already? Let me check. Are you wondering if you're already in here? Zach, Toasty, Jonathan, Emmanuel, Gabriel, NHCC. So you're already in here? So it would make sense that you might want the Espeon. All right. Okay, so actually this should have 4 spots left in it still. And then I need my big stickers. Where are they? Here they are. Love these big stickers. You took the wrong card out. I lie. No, I didn't. I didn't take the wrong card out. Okay. We had somebody come in here, and he was being all critical about those Victini breaks. Here we are. It made me sad because he had been a customer a little bit, and it was sad for me to see him kind of turn sour that way. I guess he didn't approve of the Victinis being expensive. But, you know, when I bought the Victinis, they were really expensive. Then their price fell. So I don't control that. And so I hosted these breaks pretty close to the price I paid for them. One of them was break even. And so I hosted these Victini breaks, 3 of them. We graded 2 of them. I don't know what happened to the 3rd one. That guy must have just had me ship it. But we grade 2 of them, 2 10s. And so, you know, I feel like I want that kind of stuff to go on my record, you know. Get you guys quality cards. And it was a nice thing, you know. It really was. I was very happy with that outcome. I was a little nervous, actually, with them. I felt like, man, if they both grade 9, it's going to make me sad. Both 10s. Both 10s. Amazing. So it was a really good thing. And, you know, That's a story to tell, you know. It's a story about the past. All right, guys. Well, it is 5:37. We officially end our stream at 5:30, so we're 7 minutes past that. Tomorrow, we're going to have a vertical Friday daytime stream and a horizontal Friday nighttime stream. Tonight's nighttime stream was supposed to be horizontal. When I hit the go live button, I forgot it was still on vertical from daytime. Oops. We won't do that again. Tomorrow night will be horizontal. I can see we got 61 likes. However, the stream was only 165 minutes long. You guys might have actually beat the daytime stream again. I think you guys did, because yes, I showed up so late for this stream. You guys have a short stream. So appreciate you all being here. You guys are very nice to me. And I will be back tomorrow. Oh, why don't I give out a spot for this giveaway too? We have just a free running giveaway anyways. One that's just running for its own sake. Where'd it go? Square cut card. Here it is. So did you type TCC? Let's get a person or two on this. You ready? So we're gonna get Winston. Winston. Who else should go on here? I'm putting CS Man on here. CS Man. You know why you're going on here, CS Man? I appreciate how deep you went, and I'm sorry you didn't pull an AR out of those boxes. Here's Lord Pop-Tart. We like to put people on the giveaways that way. Jay Oliver. All right, so we got 4 people on here. Thank you so much, guys. Now, we're hopping off for tonight. If you had a great time, smash the subscribe button. We go live twice every day, except on Saturday and Sunday. I'll see you guys tomorrow. See you later, everybody.